questions / announcements. So long as no one has a problem with it, I'm going to include the mouse folk race that was popular going around as a very rare type of people that are in the game.
Cute.
Sounds good.
Okay. The way we're going to deal with missing players is everyone's going to have a +1 to both attacks and damage for the missing player, and then anyone who makes a check that they have proficiency with is going to be advantage. So for Icus, or not Icus, sorry. For Belcax, whenever you guys make Arcana, History, Intimidation, or Persuasion checks for this session that he's absent, you're going to do them with advantage.
Cool.
Awesome.
So last week we played with Inspiration for the first time because I finally remembered that it's an actual thing that I can use. How do you guys feel about Epic Inspiration, which is someone in the party does something so completely in character and of such great importance that everyone who witnessed it would get inspiration?
I'm fine with that.
Sounds cool.
That's fine. I'm actually not a huge fan of inspiration myself in general, but I'm not hugely upset by it.
I'm just not used to anyone actually having it.
Yeah, it's something I really easily forget about, but I wanted to try and reward you guys because you're doing awesome jobs for the roleplay stuff. So, as far as our major overarching story goes, how do you guys feel about the number of quests that you have to go on? Would you rather have just like the one big one and I eliminate the others that are going on, or are you fine with the 2 or 3 that you have that are all major plot points that you can choose from?
I'm fine with multiple hooks because that gives us the opportunity to choose like what our characters are interested in. So I mean, like obviously, Icus and a few of the others are massively interested in helping this little child out.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm mostly just interested in getting to the library. I don't think anyone was really interested in continuing with the crazy fucking mayor who murders people. So.
Yeah, he was kind of batshit.
Well, he wasn't a villain anyway. He was just
Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure he was a villain.
Alive in front of I think he was kind of a villain.
No. He was actually one of my old characters, so he wasn't a villain. He was just in mentally...
Nah, I'm pretty sure you played a villain, dude. at best, an anti-hero.
I could go with anti-hero. But like, he didn't have any major motives that said villainy. He just wanted to be a mayor of that stupid town.
Huh.
Jmart, you might have to go ahead and enable the microphone on your browser first. Because if you're like me, you probably set it to disable as soon as you started Roll20. Like, months ago.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. Though, we did hear you earlier.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
You me?
Jmart.
Jmart.
While he gets that figured out, specifically Icus, I want to get a better feeling of your paladin's position and how second chances work. Are you in the mindset of I can do like this one thing that my god believes in and that's it, like letter of the law, or are you more of an intention of the law kind of paladin?
Definitely more intention. The way I'm intending to go with it is that you get a second chance, you don't get a third one.
So for people that are still on their first chance but don't seem to openly change, or seem open to change, how would you deal with a situation like that?
Then, I mean, I'd probably start throwing persuade checks at them to see if I can talk them down. And if I can't, then, I mean, another part of my oath and my goddess is that I kill evil people and generally be a hero. So, at that point, I'd have to move to the phase 2 of it, or
Okay. And is it like one lifetime, two chances, or is it like can someone do something evil in the name of good and it not offset them? I guess it's two separate questions.
don't know. Good question. This is going to come up sometime soon, isn't it?
I just want to get a better feeling of where you're at, because I could throw these moral dilemmas at you, but if you're
Oh,
not
by all
interested
means,
in
throw them. This is why I play paladins.
Alright. Then yeah. I'm trying to just get a sense of where you're at.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, while we're waiting for J-Mark to get his mic working, can I just say how terrible of an idea it is that we're actually trying to fix this little boy? Like, this curse has like so many possible applications that could be used for good. Like, if we were able to extend it to an army somehow and get it outside of the town, then like you could just transfer it to like a convicted criminal or something, like a murderer. So you know it's a form of punishment, and then have the army go crush like all these undead and cults that are cropping up, and they'd be perfectly fine, not have a problem.
There are a wide range of applications for this curse, and I'm honestly more surprised you guys didn't debate more on like the good of the individual versus the good of the town as a whole.
Yeah, no, I mean fuck that little town, but like if we get into like a big city,
I think it's more along the lines that at least
if we
the
get
town folk.
curse to like Shim, and then you just have like either like old people volunteering at the end of their lives or convicted criminals being forced to do it, and like what's the problem?
I mean, we are going to see the person who cast it in the first place, so you can start pitching these ideas to her if you want. When we finally meet her, if we meet her.
I mean, come on, I guess don't you want to like stop the zombies and like help people from like not getting like killed by accidents and stuff? I mean, like really, where's the downside here?
Well, the current downside is a little boy.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying like we get it transferred from the little boy.
So how are you guys on shifting shifting alignments? You have them down as your neutral goods, lawful goods, etc. right now, but say you take several courses of action that wouldn't fall within your alignment. How do you guys feel about them shifting?
I'm fine with the alignments shifting. I don't think there should necessarily be like a penalty attached to it.
Yeah.
Outside of like breaking an oath that you've made or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the oath is kind of independent of alignment, thank God.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I realize it's not like second edition that I'm playing still.
Right.
Like, you're not
But yeah,
going
I mean,
to lose
like-
your paladinship.
I mean, like if Icus falls, maybe switch him to like an Oathbreaker Paladin, but that's about it.
oh yes.
I just have the stipulation where I'm basically following orders, so I can believe whatever the heck I want, but if I'm told to do something against my alignment, I gotta do it, so.
Yeah. And that would just be generally like good in-character role-playing. I'm talking more like as a... What are you? You are neutral good, right? So as a neutral good person, without taking an order, you just like go murder hobo in the capital city.
I will hope that will not happen. I'm not going to do that, or at least try not to.
I really hope that doesn't happen, but that's one of those things where it's like, you just murdered 9 people and Belcax had nothing to do with it. You might be shifting from good.
Oh yeah, I would hope I would be, because that's not...
Yeah, I mean, personally, I see the alignments more as descriptive than prescriptive.
Yeah.
Perfect. J-Mart, are you able to hear us? And are you able to say anything?
Taking that as a no.
That is unfortunate. It's certainly weird that we heard you the first time, and now we can't hear you. I'm gonna throw this out there. Is your microphone muted? And or your recording device settings all proper?
Have you turned it off and turned it on again?
Did you set it to not broadcast and only receive or something?
You guys are starting at the too advanced stuff. You need to start with, is it plugged in?
There you go.
Ah, yes. I mean, he's sending messages to us, so it's probably plugged in.
I meant the mic.
Ah, fair.
What about the browser?
Yeah, do
I
you
mean,
have
if the Roll20 settings are correct, that doesn't mean anything if the browser is not giving you access, or not giving the site access.
Yeah, do you have the little recording circle up in your Roll20 tab and the recording icon in the web address bar?
Are you using Chrome?
With Chrome, there should be like on the URL bar on the right, there should be an image that looks kind of like a video or like a camera, video camera. Right-clicking that might help.
Yeah, there should be a camera or a microphone or a triangle with an exclamation point or something like that somewhere in the URL bar.
There we go.
All right.
Woohoo!
Cool.
Blocking it.
Perfect.
To have that under settings.
Right.
Because why would you put the settings under settings?
Well, so there's settings for Roll20 and then there's setting for your browsers.
Yeah, but the browser settings aren't under settings for Chrome.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I mean, it's site specific, so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Settings should be under settings.
No, things should be asked backwards, and that's the only way.
So you should just use Firefox.
But then I don't have that kind of memory.
Clearly, you just need to switch to Edge instead, maybe.
Everyone loves Microsoft Edge.
It's actually apparently pretty good.
It's not horrible. It is better than Explorer, but I still used it to install my new browsers. You know, Chrome and Firefox.
I haven't even updated to 10 yet, so
Nor have I.
I have a feeling I'm going to need to do that soon enough just because of all the other programs being optimized for 10 and just breaking entirely on 8. Like Skype.
Yeah, like Skype. Though Skype is having a all over the world problem right now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, when we last left off, Cortanis, why don't you fill us in on what happened last session? Or you could be muted.
Oh, oops, sorry. So yeah, we are heading off. We run into Ian, who was the kid that was in the tournament in the first town, the first session, who got beaten up pretty bad. We take him and find this cute little town where he immediately gets better. And the casters find out that there is something kind of weird going on magically with this. It's kind of seems to be dark magic, but can't really figure it out. So go around investigating, asking people a lot of stuff. Fenric starts doing tests. Yes, he was. Then we eventually find out that the reason is that the town has been cursed, and there's a little boy who's taking all the injuries that everyone in the town receives for however long it's been since it got moved over to him from the last person, and we all kind of flip our shit, and now we're going to go kill the hag that did it.
Yay!
Wonderful. Thank you. Is there anything anyone else would like to add?
Just that Ian was a whiny little bitch.
Indeed. He did not want to be set aflame.
Or had his hand cut off.
Was.
Pansy.
I'm kind of glad that he didn't at this point.
True.
Oh, that would have been world-wrecking for you guys.
Except Fenric, apparently.
If the little kid loses like an arm, and then somebody hurts the arm that he lost, what happens?
I guess you'll never know.
I assume he probably keeps regenerating to get hurt again.
See, this is why we just need to transfer the curse, get it into the city, have convicted criminals be doing it, and then we can actually experiment.
Before you do
I was going to say,
any
it
of
feels
that-
like a volunteer maybe works, but if it's like a random innocent person, that's unacceptable.
No, not a random innocent, a convicted murderer.
Yeah, that's different. That does change things.
Like, either that or, sure, like, volunteer, like, people who are, like, terminal disease and stuff.
Well, if it's a volunteer, it should only be for a period of time. But for a criminal, yeah, sure. That'll cut down on crime rates, I'm sure.
I mean,
indeed.
assuming it's even possible for us to figure out how to transfer it without killing people.
Are you guys trying to turn into Light Yagami at this point of this Death Note?
I mean, look,
Oh,
the
no,
little
no,
kid, the little
in
kid
character,
might
I
die,
totally
alright?
disagree with this, but
The little kid might die, but I mean, you know, if you want to make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs.
the little kid isn't exactly.
that attitude.
You really don't want to say that to the the honorable people in this party.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Look, you're willing to tell me that you're going to sacrifice thousands of people's lives a year just to save one little kid?
Yep.
I mean, just imagine what you could do with this thing. You could literally, like, force world peace. You could wipe out the zombie infestation. You could stop the cults. You could stop accidental deaths. You might even be able to stop diseases.
Yeah, but
Is one person's life really worth keeping all that much pain and suffering in the world?
Please tell me this is in character.
This is
Such a good
absolutely in character.
thought.
I mean, this is what you're suggesting goes against the basic principles of utilitarianism.
I
Which,
think
I
it
mean,
entirely depends on who's on the other end of it if you want to create a justified use of this magic.
I'm doing this in character. And I mean, like, I understand that, like, you might not necessarily agree with utilitarianism, but it has some pretty valid arguments that, I mean, you should at least consider.
Well, that'd be the first to volunteer.
Particularly when we're at, like, such a substantial, like, difference that this can make. And no, I wouldn't volunteer. I'm young, I'm healthy. We could, if we're going to have volunteers, we could have terminally ill people or elderly people, people who are about to die anyway, but who want to help the world, which, sure, I would volunteer once I get to that point. You know, if I came down with a disease or if I was, 100 years old and ready to croak. Not the least of which, because the curse keeps people immortal, right? So they could stay alive and try to finish something that they were doing beforehand. Though,
Well, I don't think about that.
curse
Keep
that
in
might
mind,
do it.
once you're under the curse, you're not doing anything.
Well, the only reason the little boy right now isn't doing anything is because Ian fucking burnt him alive. Like, if Ian was, or if the kid was currently uninjured, we don't necessarily know that he'd be, writhing around in
He was
pain.
locked in the basement the whole time for like 10 years.
Is had thou seen that?
Right, but I mean, he's only getting hurt when other people get hurt. If nobody's getting hurt at the time, like,
You're always going to have people getting hurt at the time, though.
Right, but
Always.
not to like a
Once
crippling
someone is under that
extent.
effect, they're out of the equation. They can even move on.
Sorry, say it again.
If someone's under the effect of that curse, someone's the person receiving all the pain, they're not doing anything and they're not able to move on.
Okay.
So I could accept that a volunteer might do it, but like not for more than a year.
Well, I mean, still,
You're
like,
not, it's not something you're gonna. It's not a retirement. It's a condemnation.
sure, but I mean, like, if you get like the entire kingdom under this thing, you're telling me we can't find like one volunteer a year?
I mean, you might, but what if you don't?
Well, again, convicted criminals, like
That I can work.
murderers that are going to be put to death anyway.
Like volunteers, like it's.
I mean, personally, I'm for the convicted criminals route anyway. I mean, like volunteers, sure, but we've got plenty of people who frankly deserve this sort of punishment. So.
Do you have any idea how to actually use this curse?
No, he's just saying it's worth looking into.
No.
I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, we haven't even like explored the possibility of like.
What crime is thy cutoff point?
Sorry, what?
What crime is thy cutoff point for such torment?
Well, I mean, I think you would start at essentially like the worst criminal you've got, and then just move down from there. So, I mean, at this point, like, if we were able to capture the Sorcerer of Drive, maybe start with him, maybe start with some of the cultist fellows that we found, that sort of thing.
And when there is no more to spare.
Criminal locked up until someone else deserving comes along.
I mean, let's be honest, a kingdom this size, are we really ever going to have a criminal to, or are we really ever going to run out of criminals to spare?
I don't know if this punishment works as it's intended to.
But punishment has never really been that much of a disincentive for crime, especially when you're only punishing one person a year.
Thy original idea was that it would deter crime. Thou canst not come back and then now.
My original idea was that it would deter harm, and that criminals were a relatively free resource that we could use without too many ethical problems, compared to the benefit that we gain. And sure, it might deter some crime, but it's not going to deter all crime.
We're just having this weird conversation as we wander.
Either.
That was one of my thoughts too.
Well, the other thing is, if a criminal is rehabilitatable, then this is not going to help. This is going to ruin that.
No.
But if they can't be rehabilitated, they should be executed.
Not.
So you're really only looking
Within
at the
a
sort of
year
people
to
to be
be
executed to
tortured.
contemplate something like this. And this is all assuming we can actually figure out how to make it work deliberately.
And the system is not infallible.
No, but I mean, if we're choosing criminals who are going to get executed anyway, I mean, really, again, compared to the benefit that you're gaining of an entire town being free of accidental deaths or, intentional deaths or things like that, I mean, is it really so bad?
Compared to building an entire kingdom off of an evil curse?
History shall shine upon you, I am sure.
Anyway, let's start moving out if we know where this hag is.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
I would imagine this would be a conversation being en route to the hag. I mean, even if you don't do it in the whole city, though, like, you could just protect, like, a small, like, contingent of, like, 100 soldiers. They could go wipe out, infestations of zombies and stuff like that, and, just be perfectly fine.
So the setting that you're working with as you have this discussion, you have just recently come out of the basement and it's now nighttime. Remember, you went to the council meeting after the working day was done.
Mm-hmm.
So you can set off now in the dark if you'd like. It's totally an option. Or you can wait until morning and talk to the herbalist as the head of council suggested.
Yeah, we should wait till morning then. I didn't realize it was in the middle of the night. Forgot about that.
I mean, going hag hunting in the middle of the night, not a winning proposition.
Won't be happy about
Not
it.
like we'll get
Information.
there in the middle of the night.
True, but
Like I'm sure she's more than like a couple hours outside the village.
But you know, the last time we coming
there's-
here, we found
it
those
cursed
things.
this town. It wouldn't surprise me if she wasn't watching it as well.
Maybe she is the herbalist.
Ooh.
Spooky. On a different note, how would you guys handle detect magic with spell-like abilities? From my understanding, you
They
wouldn't.
count as spells.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, from 3.5, they very much counted as spells. I haven't seen anything in 5th edition about that at all, actually.
Yeah, I didn't.
But you detect magical auras, not just spells.
I was gonna lean towards
It's not
that.
detect spell.
Yeah, I just didn't really. It wasn't addressed at all, so I wasn't sure which way to go with it. But okay, you're able to go to the inn, take another night, wake up in the morning, bright and early. You come down. When you come downstairs, she has another breakfast ready for you.
Tom's just eating very quickly and very, like, sternly.
Yep. Quickly, quietly, stuff in my
And
face.
get the heck to the herbalist.
My, you're all eating in such a rush. Is there something going on today I don't know about?
Probably.
Well, vague, but I get the hint. Well, I wish you luck in whatever it is you all are doing. Try and stay safe, you hear?
You as well. Just kind of mutters under her breath, looking down.
She goes off and does chores. You guys finish up. You had been directed to the herbalist before, so you know where she is. You walk in to her shop, and Sayora, as a refresher, she's got some tangled black hair, hazel eyes. She wears well-made clothing. She's a human female of average height. But you walk in, and she's busying around, just tidying up.
What do we want to ask her?
Oh, hello! You must be the new ones, the one who were at the meeting last night. How can I help you?
I think we were just asking where the hag was. And any information about her. Out of character, by the way.
Yeah.
How are we going to ask that without...
Sternly, and first checking around to see if anyone else is around.
I'm the smart one, not the charismatic one.
The charismatic one is currently,
Gone.
yeah.
We have multiple charismatic ones.
I'm kind of charismatic.
Moderately charismatic.
Warlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my... I'm a melee warlock, so... It's my third best stat. But I'm more the intimidating type, so...
I have
Someone
persuasion.
else should try first.
Well,
So are you just
compared
going to
my
stand
eight,
there, or
I'm
do you want
pretty
to buy
sure-
something?
We were wondering if you could.
First, there's
tell
nobody
us-
else here right now, right?
Yeah.
It's just you guys.
Nobody else here. Okay. We were wondering, and I'll lean in and kind of whisper to her. We were wondering if you could tell us anything about the one they call Nana Mabel. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Maybell, but yes.
Mabel. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm impressed, actually.
I wrote it down.
Her face loses a little bit of color at the mention of Nana's name.
We've seen the boy in the basement. We want to go end the curse.
End it? Do you know how? Oh my goodness! You can help, Cav?
We'll do our best.
Oh my. Well, that would just be exceptional if you could help him. I've never been to Nana's cave per se. I actually try to avoid that area, but I do know generally where it is. Do you need anything that I can help you with? I am a herbalist after all.
What can she help us with? What can you
What
help
kind of
us with?
supplies she can send our way.
Well, She does have a giant oaf of a bodyguard that walks around with her. I know of. I do have some concoctions that will help you more or less clean up your wounds. She goes behind the desk and brings out 4 sealed up rags, and she opens one up, and it's a bar of what looks to be green leaf, all cemented together. And she's like,
Ooh.
when you get injured, rub this on the wound, and it will help out. Okay, it'll take care of the most vicious parts of it, though you might have to recover a little bit on your own.
How long has she had those just sitting there because nobody's been injured to need them?
Good question.
You know, I like to keep a small stock just in case, especially for moments like this. Oh, I'm so glad someone's finally doing something about it. You know, I've been feeling so guilty knowing that I don't suffer because poor little Cav takes it all for us. It's
Right.
hard. It's hard to really enjoy the satisfaction of a healthy life when you know it's only because someone else is being hurt.
Hmm. Someone else is cursed for you. Well, we'll get right to ending that guilt for you.
Oh, I sure hope so. Is there anything else you need aside from the get well bars?
Shouldn't
We
think
have
so.
rations, and she gave us as much direction as she can. It's up in the mountains, in the woods.
Yes, she resides in a rather large cave up in the woods. I believe it was either her or her compatriots' home dwelling, and then they just I'm not sure of the specifics, but now they're there together, and oh, I'm so worried for you. I hope you're okay.
We'll survive.
Oh, I sure hope so. Well, here, she hands you each a mint leaf. She's like, for your travels, to make it a little more enjoyable at least.
Thank you.
She runs over to Falgrim and grasps his hand. She's like, thank you so much. Just be safe and come back soon.
Don't thank us yet.
Not yet. But soon.
To even attempt such a feat is deserving of thanks. To succeed, well, I just have no idea what the entire town will do. Actually, I have no idea what the town will do. Oh. How will they fare? None of them, especially the young ones, have known injury yet.
We'll
Thou
figure it out.
Thou shalt be needed, I assume.
She starts to chew on her fingertips, and her eyes kind of aimlessly wander as if in deep thought.
Thou shalt have thy job cut out for thee.
Indeed. Perhaps you'll finally find some use for these leaf bars of yours.
Oh yes, of course. Well, I better get started, I guess. Good luck again, and she more or less.
We should get going.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, Cortana's kind of be glancing at her like, life is not worth living without a little pain. Thou shalt understand eventually. And then she'll turn and go.
So you guys start walking and head east where you were directed. It's rather uneventful up until a point where you hear some large ruckus and some thwomping going on somewhere up ahead. You guys have been traveling for roughly an hour at this point. You can see the river in view. It's not very close, but you're not that far away from it either. So I'll take you back to the main map to more show you. So the river that you guys were traveling on, right? So you are headed more or less this way, or I guess rather this way, into the mountains. So you can still see this main river right here.
Alright. So heading towards the Aresh.
Yes.
Okay.
But you hear ruckus and thwomping up ahead, though you can't see the source of the noise yet.
Okay. Do we have anybody who's like sneaky at all?
I'm dexterous, but not that.
I can cast
Odd.
invisibility.
I have a grand total of +1 stealth.
I have.
Actually, I cannot cast invisibility yet. Sorry, that's something I'm picking up next.
Let me just check my spells real quick.
Yeah, I have
No.
0 stealth and disadvantage on stealth because I'm wearing heavy armor. So.
I don't have the
Yeah.
disadvantage aspect of it.
I've got
I'm
14
gonna-
dex, so I'm not terrible, but do we need to be sneaky?
It'd
Trying
be
to
nice
figure
be
out
able to see
what's
what we're
yeah
doing.
what's going.
Yeah, what's going on up there?
I can send
I can
better.
attempt it. Doesn't one of you have a familiar?
Yeah, I could send Feather.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
It's basically what he's here for.
True. Okay, Feather, do your thing.
Okay. When Feather goes forward, he flies up a little bit. Vision isn't great because of trees getting in the way a little bit, but he sees two animal-looking things, orange on top with speckles of blue that he can see, playing with one another. They're more or less like the way puppies fight. Like it looks like they're attacking each other, but it's playing.
Yeah, it's just a couple of monster cubs. We'll be fine.
Perhaps we shall go around slightly.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
real sense to slaughtering babies. Around it is.
Okay.
Objection.
How far around are you trying to go?
Let's give him a good, at least 1,000 feet of clearance.
Okay. So you go ahead and give them a wide berth. As you keep walking, you get like one straight visual on them, and you see tusks coming out of their mouth, and they kind of look like it's itty bitty Tetsukabras, like the one that you ran into before.
Oh. Means there's probably a big one around here somewhere, isn't there?
Or maybe we already killed the big one.
True.
They could be orphans.
Yeah.
This could be Bambi.
Wow.
But you go around, you give them a large berth of area, and you don't see a mama around, and they don't pursue you. They're a little distracted. As you're going forward into the mountains, how are you going about it?
Just moving carefully, because I know we're not very stealthy. But generally uphill, generally looking for clefts where caves might form.
I assume nobody has any tracking.
I have the Outlander ability, so yeah, exactly how that reads again.
You can't get lost.
Yeah,
And
basically.
Feather, of course, scouting ahead for us.
Right.
Feather does see some general movement up ahead, though even when he gets a glimpse of the ground, he doesn't see what's causing the disturbance.
All right. I'll let the party know, of course.
Right. Let's just keep moving then, I guess.
And tread lightly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way forward, and I assume you don't go one way or the other, giving more birth.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way forward, and after quarter of a mile or half a mile, you hear a rumbling that's seemingly under and behind you. And then out of the ground,
Get ready.
emerges a very large monstrosity of a creature with hard armor going all the way back and a really, really large mouth that's kind of yapping open and close as it pops out of the ground. It stands on 4 stubby little legs and has a tail as well.
Swords out.
Indeed.
Let's see that one. Oh, delete the wrong person.
All right.
Okay. So we start with passive initiatives.
Oh,
Right.
you're gonna do that. Sorry.
Whoops.
Mine should be 11.
Okay.
Mine is 10.
I'll just put mine in.
Oh.
That one. Is Feather has a dexterity of +3, right?
It's +2.
Okay.
Yeah, both mine and Feathers are accurate. Actually, no, you're right. It is +3. I have his and it screwed up for some reason.
Okay. So Kurtanis, this large monstrosity has popped out from behind you and is looking a little ferocious.
Just a little.
Just a little.
She's just gonna hold her ground for now, and if that thing goes forward to attack anybody, she's gonna attack it. Yeah, I only see 2 initiatives too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll let you guys know. It shows up right on mine. So
Did you have tokens already in the turn order beforehand?
yeah.
It's because there are tokens for another map, which means only you can see them.
Well, 20, bro. Not making this easy.
Yeah, you just need to clear it out every time you change maps, basically.
Well, no, once you get these in, if we stick with this, it should work fine. Oh, no, you'll have to do it for each map.
Yeah, you have to do it every single map.
Okay, go ahead and throw your initiatives on again.
Ah. There it is. And that is my correct initiative.
And we're back to the solid initiative rolls.
Yeah, but we're not rolling, so it doesn't matter.
True.
But we can change our own initiatives in there, so.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Now that that's fixed, Kurtanis, you ready in action to attack if it shows aggression towards another party member?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see it shift its weight a little bit, but it doesn't charge. Feather.
I'll have Feather ready the aid action for if somebody attacks it.
All right,
So-
you're up.
Next person to attack it gets advantage. Can I roll anything to see if I can identify the creature?
Yeah, you can make a nature check. This is fairly common, especially for you who lived in Shim. You know this to be a Bulette.
Are they aggressive?
Yes.
All right. I'm assuming it's just a stupid beast.
Yep.
All right. We're going to go ahead and cast Phantasmal Force. And do Bulettes have any like specific predator or enemy or things that hurt them?
Aside from the obvious ones like fucking dragons, not really. They're large and heavily armored. They don't have a lot to worry about.
What about fire?
They're not a fan, just like most animals.
Right, but I mean, like, they're not like, they can't just like shrug it off, can they? All right, we are going to make this thing think that it just got set on fire. So it needs to make an intelligence save.
Beautiful.
What's the DC on that?
13.
Okay. Oh man, it made it. Ignore the
Damn.
fire damage.
Wow.
Damn.
First one.
I am so impressed with this thing. It had a -4.
I know. That's some bullshit. I guess that's it for me.
Fulgrim.
Okay, I will cast Hex on it. It is hexed. And something. Since we've decided to attack it, I will swing my Great Axe Peck Blade. I will charge and swing my Great Axe Peck Blade at it.
You get advantage on that, by the way. Not that matters.
18 versus AC.
Indeed, you are able to land your strike for a hearty 9 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, 9 slashing damage. Take that.
Is that including your hex?
That is including my hex. Haha.
Wow.
There's a thing on the front page of the character sheet. Any of the places where you can enter a number, you can usually enter a die because it just takes exactly what you wrote and plugs it in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, 9 points of slash damage.
Wouldn't it be like? Wouldn't it be through? Shoot, isn't it like necrotic damage from hex?
The hex is necrotic damage, for what it's worth.
For what it's worth, he doesn't like it an equal amount to the slashing damage.
Yeah.
Ikis, what is your dexterity score?
10.
Then the Bulette will go first. So it is very, very close to Fulgrim, though it's about 15 feet away from everyone else aside from Feather. So it's going to go ahead and do a leap forward onto the clustered bunch of you. Go ahead and
Any
make...
reaction?
Yeah, my delayed action, yeah.
You're going to go ahead and get your opportunity attack for it moving, and then we're going to have the two things resolved, so like it's coming down at you and you slice at it kind of thing for Katanas.
Okay.
So this one does not have advantage. That's a 16 versus AC.
Which does not hit. Katanas, go ahead and make yours.
No problem.
Okay. And then it's a +1 to attacks, right?
Oh, that's right. +1 to all attacks and damage.
Yes.
For all of us?
For everyone.
Okay, so that's a 17.
Which does hit for 12 damage.
Nice.
No problem.
So the 19 will hit for 4 damage, though the 7 will not.
Wait, if it was coming down on us, like, I assume including... So it's me, Henrik. Who else is here?
Everyone is in the zone that it is landing on, aside from Fulgrim and Feather. So, you three, we're not going to have Belcax roll. Go ahead and make strength or
But that
dexterity.
was... If that was the case, could I use... I'm trying to figure out whether I can use this or not. To keep at least Venric out of the way, since he needs to cast.
That'd be appreciated.
So basically she would yell that's coming down, move Venric.
Yeah, sure. You can kick Venric out of the way so he doesn't get hurt.
Because I did at least
Venric
hit one,
gets
so that also adds
fuck out of the way.
five extra damage.
Okay, so you and Ikis make strength or dexterity saving throws. It's your choice.
I have
Okay.
a much better strength one. So,
Strength.
oh,
Oh.
Unfortunately not. So you are both knocked prone and take...
Okay.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
oh, that's always encouraging.
11 bludgeoning plus... Uh, 21 slashing.
Oh my, and gone.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep, there I go.
That is all of its turn. So, Ikis, go ahead and make a saving throw.
Great.
Woohoo!
10 a success?
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Sweet. Okay.
The 10 plus.
Right.
Cortanus?
Yeah! Back up with 1 hit point.
Nice. Wait, what?
You still have Bless on.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then. Damn it.
Does
Yeah, it's still
Bless would
success.
apply for what
Yeah, it
it's
was
worth.
like a second. I didn't actually look at the number. Of course it did.
No, Bless, well, for one, Bless can't be active right now because I'm the only one who has it. I'm down.
Yeah,
never
I was curious, like, why I had it.
Bless was the +1?
No, Bless is plus 1d4 on
Oh.
attacks and saving throws.
Why do I even have that on this?
The +1 to attack and damage is coming from Belcax.
Okay.
To represent,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
To represent him participating in the fights and helping you guys out.
Well, that's still 10, so it's at least a success.
Yeah, it's a success. It's just not 1 hit point.
I'm stupid.
Feather.
Feather is going to prepare an action to aid Falgrim next time he attacks.
Okay.
And Venric, you are 5 feet away from it.
So I can move without provoking.
If you take the disengage action.
Okay, so I'm right next to it.
Yeah.
Could always cast Phantasmal Force. Again, try.
Thinking about it. Also thinking about levitate, but it's probably got a decent con save. Unfortunately. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Phantasmal Force it again. So, DC 13 int save.
What was the disadvantage from the hex?
I assumed it was
Probably
Hex.
would have been. Probably would have gone with strength on this guy.
Okay.
And Hex does not give disadvantage on saves, just
it's
ability
disadvantage
checks.
on checks,
Ability
isn't it?
checks only.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
so you can use it to screw somebody over for grappling, but that's about its only like combat
Right.
relevant
Okay.
You
thing.
could do it for that, or there's some times when you could use it for dex, but that's about it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you get it on somebody and you have like a grappling in the party,
Oh yeah.
It helps a lot. Grappling's actually really fun in 5e.
They made it simple.
Ooh.
Yes.
There we go.
Alright, so it's actually going to see a drake this time. It's not just going to be on fire, it's going to have a drake breathing fire on it.
Okay, where's the Drake in relation to it?
Away from wherever everybody is.
So Fulgrim's behind it. Ikis and Kurtanis are underneath of it. You're in front and slightly to the side of it, and then Feather's doing feather things above it.
Right. Let's get it
To the side.
Yeah, it's off to the side. And far enough away from it that if the thing wants to fight back, it has to move away from Ikis and Kurtanis.
Okay. Just to check, neither of you took your maximum HP into negatives, correct?
No.
Okay.
There's no way.
Oh yeah, no. It did like 32 total damage, and you said at 28, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, I have 23 health, and I'm a wizard.
You also have the sturdy or whatever feat.
I mean, that's true. It's actually just I have 16 constitution.
That probably helps.
It does.
Imagine it would. All right.
Oh, and it's going to take 3 psychic damage from the hallucinogenic dragon.
Alrighty. It's hallucinating.
Yep, that's it for me.
Fulgrim, what you do?
I will charge attack again. So that's a 17 versus AC.
Yes, it does hit for 11 damage.
I added the +1 in.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah.
Alrighty, on its turn, it will try and sweep at you. So
Mhm.
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
To me, okay. Bam.
Oh.
So you were gonna be knocked prone by its tail.
Okay.
The tail isn't particularly armored, so it doesn't hurt very much.
Okay.
It
So take
does
any
hurt.
damage?
Yeah, you're gonna take some damage.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll give you damage.
Well, no, because that means I also have to make a concentration save. So
Yeah, you're gonna take 8 bludgeoning.
all right, that is fine. Ow. And see if I can maintain concentration. I maintain concentration. Okay.
Nice. And then you're knocked prone by just the force of the tail hitting you.
Oof.
It continues to leap forward after the phantasmal dragon that it thinks is attacking it. So it is now 30 feet away from you guys over to the side. Ikis, death saving throw. Solid victory.
Yep.
Kurtanis, you do the same. Oh, defeat.
Nope.
Feather.
Same thing as last time.
It's following it over there to give advantage.
Yep.
Okay. What do you do?
If you have like a healing potion or something, this would be a good time to use it.
Yeah, let me check.
I have those hippie leaf sticks that the herbalist woman gave us.
I have a healing potion, but
Venric, or,
Same looking. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use a healing potion on Kurtanis.
okay. Go ahead and nix it from your inventory and then
Yep.
roll the dice for her.
It's what, 2d4?
+2.
8
Nice.
healing. And the beast takes another 5 psychic damage.
thank you.
Okay. Fulgrim.
When I get to my feet, it's 30 feet past where I can reasonably run to. So I will go over and use a potion of healing on, I guess.
Sweet.
Bam!
Nice. Thank you.
You're back up.
Yeah, I am.
That's good, because I can't tank this on my own. I mean, I'm good, but...
Not
that good. That's why you keep me around to be your meat shield.
Seriously, okay, you go for it now.
Alright.
So, Benric, describe to me the actions of this image. Is it always keeping distance from the Bulat?
No, at this point, it's going to stay next to it. It was just keeping distance to get it off of Cortalis and Icus.
Okay, so now it's landed face to face.
Yeah. Like it seems to actually be fighting it,
Okay, so
clawing it and breathing fire and biting it, and all sorts of fun stuff.
you see the Bulat shifting around, trying to dodge imaginary attacks, and also making large chomps at nothing. I guess.
Alright. I'm just gonna... Who's right next to it right now? Fulgrim, or is
No
anybody next to it?
Oh, Feather. Feather's next to it.
Okay. I'm gonna hit myself with some sweet, sweet healing. And then I'm just gonna move on next to it and get ready for whatever comes.
Okay. Jonas?
Right. Let's get the heck up in second wind. Oh, that sucks. Damn it.
It's our life.
Yep.
Feather's still doing the feather things.
Yep.
Can I get up to it?
It's 30 feet away. You would have to use
Yeah.
15 feet to stand up, so you could get 15 feet closer, but not all the way there.
Right. Okay, I'll just leave it for there.
Yeah, I'll just Ray of Frost it. It's 15 or 16 for 7.
16 will not hit. You see a little frost form on top of the shell ridge, but it doesn't seem to have affected it at all.
Alright.
Fulgrim.
Well, as long as it's fighting that imaginary monster, I kind of don't want to get too close. See how long that lasts, how much we can drain it that way.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry. Another 4 psychic damage.
It's not looking so hot.
I'm going to do something I don't think I've done before. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
I don't think you've done that.
Ever.
I mess, but you know.
That's probably why you haven't done it before.
I mean, you...
It's based on my third best stat, but it's a free energy blast.
You make your Eldritch Blast. Unfortunately, you're a little rusty in that department.
Blink.
It circles around a little bit, trying to get leverage on the dragon that is attacking it. I guess.
Alright. I'm going to... I'm right next to it. I'm going to activate Sacred Weapon as bonus action. So that'll give me +2 on all my attack rolls.
You're going to have advantage from Feather.
Sorry?
You're going to have advantage from Feather.
Sweet. And I'm also going to transmit it. And I miss.
No.
Oh, wait, no, I don't. Never mind.
Alrighty.
I have advantage from Feather, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a really low damage roll, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is. But You get it like right underneath one of the plates, and it yelps out in pain. Krishanis.
Alright, let's go over there and try to end it. Rush it.
So the second one hits for a total of 8 damage. Feather.
Feather's just going to go ahead and give me advantage, and then on my turn I'm going to Ray of Frost. So that's 25 for tail.
You're real good with it.
As well as another 3 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. Fulgrim.
Alright, I will move up and attack it the old-fashioned way. Go next to the face. Oh, so close. For 7 slashing damage.
You nail it. You actually cause what looks to be significant bleeding along its haunch.
Nice.
On its turn, it's surrounded by enemies, and it does not like that. So what it does is more or less just another kind of lashing spin to try and hit all of you with its tail. So everyone go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
So Cortanus makes it, so she will take half damage and be able to scoot backwards instead of being knocked prone.
Oh boy.
For 10 whole bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Why so many saves? I'm not good at saves until level 6.
Well, because it's trying to attack something else. It's not going to attack you. Like its tail at you. But it thinks it got a real good hit.
I do, however, retain Hex. Yay.
Nice job.
Alright. So I loosened one of its plates last time, right?
Yes, you did.
So I'm going to go ahead and try and get in under that plate and smite. And I don't suppose anybody gave me advantage, did they?
Not this time, sorry.
Damn it. Okay.
You have inspiration to spend?
Do I have inspiration to spend?
You do not.
Damn.
So, describe this blow to me.
So I'm going to try and get in under the plate that I loosened last time and kind of jab in towards... Where's the plate? On him?
It's on top of him.
Oh, it's on the top of him.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to jump up onto his back and stab in under the plate towards where I guess his heart would be.
Okay, so there's a little bit of room under the plate that has come loose. You strike right in between the gap, and you feel some resistance, and instead of stopping, you push through even harder, and it shakes for a second and then falls to the ground.
Sweet.
Well done, my friend.
Thank you. You as well, my friend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we may wish to rest a bit.
Indeed.
Yep.
But preferably not next to a corpse.
No, this is going to attract rats or something.
Don't even think about that. Quickly wiping off her blades.
Now clean off the axe too, and then I guess try and go a little bit further uphill, look for a clearing or something we can fit on.
Sounds good.
It takes you about an hour to both distance yourselves far enough so that you're not going to be near the predators/carnivores that come in for a free meal and also find a clearing. But you are able to get something, some burned down stumps here and there for just like a nice open area.
Short rest.
Yeah, lunch break.
Mhm.
Sounds like one.
So, Kurtanis, roll a percent die for me.
Shoot. Where's that? Wait, percent die? What's up
A
in the-
D100.
Oh, right.
Your rest goes rather peacefully. There's a cool breeze that helps you kind of relax out the nerves from that last fight. You were a little bit rattled from two of your people going down from that one large jump that was so harmful, but you're able to calm it down, get a little ration in you, feel better over the course of the hour.
Dude, I just can't outdo healing this time.
Alright.
Who ended up taking the herbal bars?
So it was
How
I
many
guess
were
or
there?
Falgrim.
There were 4 total bars.
Imagine one of each. One for each of us.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
All right, adding to my inventory. Hippie bar medicine.
I mean, I might not call it medicine. It could be poison. You don't know.
All right, hippie bar poison. Hippie bar poison. That's what I'm entering into my.
I'm just putting hippie bar O something or other. Who knows?
Could just be soap.
I mean, they're hippies. What do you think the odds of that are?
Hippie bar pot.
I've seen hippie soap. It smells bad, but it's still technically soap.
It's a hippie borrow love potion. So you guys make it through your rest. And then Falgrim, give me a nature check with advantage.
$16.
Alright. You're able to roughly discern which way you have to go now after giving that one wide berth and then the fight and then the rest. You're like, I know we wandered a little off path, but we still need to go that way.
Okay, so count for. Do some math.
So as you get closer to where you need to go from instruction, it starts to get dense. Like things are overgrown, and it doesn't look like normal mountain foliage. It's like all thorny and spreading across the ground, and generally uninviting. And if these guys have ever played a video game, you know you're getting close.
Where's the save point?
We were just there.
Wait. If we're walking across like a we had the. Oh, we did have the short rest. So I was going to say we were supposed to like find like a cache of like healing potions or something right before the boss, but I think that was just our short rest.
You know, there was an owl statue next to you, but no one went and talked to it.
Damn.
Damn!
Fulgrim saying, hey, listen. Oh, not Feather.
And it's just thing like Kupo.
Don't attack him, you'll get swarmed by chickens. Okay. I'm going to switch my pack blade to a halberd because I have a feeling that might be important soon.
Mm-hmm. So, as you get closer and closer, the foliage in the brush gets thicker and thicker, and up ahead, about probably a quarter, maybe a half mile away from you, is a very large cavern opening. Like there have been others along the way, but you knew you were looking for something that could accommodate a significant size monstrosity. So this one is the first one where you're like, yeah, I think that might be a little too big, but it's the
That
only
certainly
big one we've
isn't
seen.
ominous.
How does it smell?
The foliage in and of itself gives off a terrible odor, so you can't really get anything aside from that because it's all around you.
Okay. Whatever. Looks like this is the place. Can we see
Yeah,
anything in the cave?
No, it's very dark entranced. There doesn't seem to be any light coming from the cave itself,
I have dark vision.
though it's still like a half mile away.
There.
Ah, okay.
Passive perception highest is Cortanus at 13, right?
Yes.
Nice. So
Does feather count?
It's fine.
what's his passive perception? No advantage.
14.
Well then, sure. So Feather and Cortanus both see a humanoid form laying down in the bushes between you and the cave.
Do we just see like legs sticking out?
You see a general form, like you see the skin pigment kind of wrapped up a little bit by the foliage.
Cortanus will make mention of that, but put a finger to her lips, like, be quiet and point.
So how do you choose to approach, if at all?
I don't suppose we notice anything about the figure in particular.
Are you getting close enough to notice details, or are you just like circumventing entirely?
Maybe go around to the side a little bit and see if we can get a better view from like the side as opposed to the back or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you scoot around to the side to get a better view, you see it's a human woman. She's a little bit pale, ragged everywhere. Her clothes are torn and tattered. She's bruised. Her eyes are open, but they have a weary look about them. Her hair is just a mess. It's long and raven, but at the same time, it's everywhere and in absolute shambles. You can see bruises and cuts and scrapes all over her. Like, she looks like she was in the middle of a terrible bar brawl. As you get close enough to see those details, though, her eyes dart over to you, and she's like, "People, please!"
Don't we all?
She gets up, and it's a struggle for her. You can see her like almost fall over, but she catches herself as she stumbles towards you guys. "Please, you must help me. The monster in the cave, it has my brother. We were both captured, but he made a distraction, and I was able to get away because of it. Please, we must go help him."
You know, insight the hell out of that.
And if you want to aid me, okay, you did better than me anyway.
Fulgrim's, yeah, we gotta help her.
Fulgrim is 100% convinced, as is Ikis. You're both like, ooh, someone's trapped in there and they need help. We need to help. Cortana's on the other hand is like,
Trap. Like, did you see us fighting? No. Trap! Like, hold them both back with, like, bring out both swords using, like, the one side across them, just, like, holding them back and shaking her head.
I look at Cortanas very confused, like, did you not hear the woman?
I heard quite well, but there's something quite off about this situation. Just gonna stare down this woman and be like saying, "Prove to us that thou art what thou say."
How would you like me to prove? I bleed in front of you from the abuse I endured. Please, we must help my brother.
Falgrim, do you see any magic here?
Good point. I detect magic.
Ooh.
Yeah. You see some magic. You see a blue outline of the woman.
Blue. Is that illusion?
You think it might be.
There may be some illusion here. As my eyes glow black. Turn black.
She seems a little startled by your facial change and backs up just the littlest bit, fearing that you may not be the saviors that she thought you were.
Ooh, I divine sense her. Are hags undead?
Hags are not undead.
Fae.
Yes.
Okay.
Hags are fae, yeah.
But I think
Okay, I
divine
can't
sense
detect
applies to Fae too.
It does.
Does it really?
Yep. It basically detects outsider.
What?
Divine sense?
Fae, fiend, celestial.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
it doesn't do Fae.
Does it?
I thought it was dead, undead, fiend.
I swear it doesn't
Well,
do
it's not
Fae.
good. It's not based on good and evil.
Yeah, no, it's based on, like, different kinds of outsiders now. I think it's just fiends, celestials, and undead. Let me check that.
Divine sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor and powerful good, blah, blah, blah. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. You also sense the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Yeah. Using divine sense, it doesn't say anything off about this woman.
Okay.
But thou at least sees
Well, the
magic.
good and evil spells do it. Protection from good and evil magic circle.
Although,
Yeah, protection and good and evil cover, like...
given that Falgrim has detected magic of a possibly illusory nature, can we investigate to see if we can pierce through the illusion with our senses?
You can get one check in, since they've all gotten theirs.
Here's a question. Don't one of you have a sleep spell?
Yes.
If she's actually human and hurt that bad, she should fall asleep immediately if you secretly do it.
Okay, so investigating, you don't see anything off. It looks to be a solid person in front of you, but at that point, she kind of weakly grabs Venric's hand and tugs it towards her as she starts to shamble away. She loses your grip if you resist, but she starts going towards the cave, encouraging you guys on, like, come on, we can't just leave him in there with that thing. It'll eat him.
Cortanas is
Yeah,
still feeling
I'm just
badly
going
about
to,
this. She's grabbing Venric back away from her.
I'm gonna help her on that.
I'm just
What
going to cast
thing?
sleep while they're doing that and try to put the woman to sleep. 26 hit points.
She seems entirely unfazed.
Oh yeah, that is
Oh,
a
yeah.
trap. Cortanas is just
Cortanas and Icus.
grabbing her blades tightly again. Thou shalt not change.
Okay, you guys all hunker down and, like, shields up, swords out. Venric hides, but she doesn't even take notice. She just keeps on walking into the cave. If you guys stay there, after a couple seconds, you hear, "Ah!"
Yeah, that was the stupidest thing ever.
Okay, are we gonna go in now? Anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because whether you're right or wrong, Cortana,
Yeah.
we kind of have to go in.
Yep.
We call them out.
I mean, do we? Do we
Like, we're both-
really?
Yeah.
Take both blades, slam them into the ground in front of the cave, like, we seek the hag known as Nana Maybell.
You hear a no, torch.
None of what?
Yeah, it's low and guttural. It's hard to make out what he's saying.
Okay. Can I make a perception check or something?
Yeah, feel free.
He's saying he wants us to light Nana Mabel on fire, right? Nana Torch?
Maybe.
Torch Nana?
I'm gonna go with that interpretation. Yeah.
I mean,
both
I'm
of
more
you-
than happy to do
Or maybe it
that.
was Touch Nana. Maybe Nana wants some sweet Icus lovin'.
That'd be I guess that would be technically a
She
20
would be
with a
the
plus
first
1.
person in this campaign.
So both Icus and Cortanas hear the noise. It's obviously coming from deeper within the cave, and it's ricocheting off the walls, creating an echo of sorts. But
Same with the 20, because that would be plus 1 with the adjustments.
he doesn't give advantage on perception checks.
And it wouldn't be advantage, but it'd be a plus 1 still, all right?
Only on things he
Oh.
is.
Oh, I thought
that
it was
is
like, okay, gotcha.
Arcana, History, Intimidation, and Persuasion.
Okay.
So you both hear it, some echo coming from inside the cave, but you can't see anything. Even with your dark vision, you just see 60 feet in front of you of stonework structure. Then it's beyond your dark vision reach.
Natural cave.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of torches, a second. How far could I probably throw a torch? Because I do have some.
I would say 20 feet accurately, 60 feet if you're just trying to launch it.
Just trying to launch it, 60 feet.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll light one up with prestidigitation. And toss it as far into the cave as I can get it.
All right,
Someone
so
objects.
I hear no objections. You throw the torch 60 feet, and you can now see 60 feet past that, and you see the cave entrance just continually going. You do see the ceiling that's about 30 feet above you. Like, generally it dips and raises in parts because it's natural cave. But you do see it looks a little bit unstable in parts. Like, you see chips and cracks here and there. But otherwise, it's natural cave and a very long entrance.
Guess do we have any do we see any magic?
No, you do not at this point.
Okay. Keep moving onward, I guess.
Yeah. Tippy-toe, tippy-toe.
Okay, so you guys make it roughly 200 feet into the cave, and it's still going when I guess you feel your foot depress onto a plate that you did not see.
I keep my foot down.
Okay, at this point, the cave has become very decorated. It's filled with skulls and general macabre ornaments that make it hard to distinguish like what is where, what is real, what is not. It's generally tacky, but you get what the decorator was going for.
Of course it's Haggy. Hags are horrible interior decorators.
So you keep your foot down, and from behind you guys, you hear a really ruckus rumble, and then thump, thump, thump. And then all the light from the outside of the cave goes black completely. It's now pitch black inside, aside from the torch that Fulgrim has.
hold on to that thing because I'm blind otherwise.
I'll go ahead and light a lamp. I was going to say torch, but I don't seem to have one. I've got a lamp. I'll light that.
Okay, so are you using a light spell or an actual lamp?
A lamp.
Okay, so you also contribute. You have regular light around you within 60 feet.
Yep.
I think we can. Yeah, with dark vision, you can see in dim light as normal, so you can see further than that, no problem.
Right.
I'm staying by that light.
Seem to have stepped on something, my friends.
But row, yeah, he stepped on a pressure plate.
That was suddenly loud.
Yeah. Can I investigate the plate to see if I can
Sure,
figure out
go
what
ahead.
it's connected to? One sec. Boom. 22.
Yep. So from the pressure plate, you see what looked to be a now broken line that was attached to it. You see it run. It's kind of like adhered to the wall to your right through decoration. Like it's anchored there through decoration, right? It's now gone slack, but you see it run directly behind you.
All right.
Oh, goddamn.
I'm gonna tell you it's okay. You can remove your foot.
Yeah.
You've already set off the trap and nod towards the lack of light outside.
Damn it. I will remove my foot after swearing.
'Tis not thy fault.
Your swear is just a little bit loud. You can hear it kind of echo through the cavern, at which point you hear an echo back from a deep, low, guttural grunt. No, torch! I mean, it's impossible to tell where it's coming from just because of the echo, but obviously further in is what you can discern.
Can we tell what it's saying at this point?
Actually, that's a good question. I have to look. What? I don't think you can. No one speaks this language.
All right. You guys want to just like sit here for 10 minutes while I cast comprehend languages?
I mean, assuming it doesn't show up and try and
If
kill
we
us.
had
in
to
the
get into a
meantime,
fight
sure.
here, would this be a good place to do that? Like, is there like terrain we can hide behind?
No.
Okay.
It's a straight shot.
Just around.
Yeah, it's a cave, and now there is no exit.
Yeah, we just surround Venric at this point because it's either go in further or eventually go in further. Because either way, something's gonna probably fight us.
Right. So the question is, do you guys want
Wait for it
to?
to find us. I'd rather do it someone with cover.
Yeah.
Well, we have no guarantee that going forward is gonna give us cover.
I don't suppose we saw anywhere with cover on behind us, did we?
For the most part, no. I mean, there's a slight outcropping where you could maybe get quarter cover, but it's pretty straight and narrow through this.
Okay.
It's natural, but it's well trodden, so there's not a lot of obstacles in the way.
Okay.
Kata's just like out of it because it's also dusty as fucking here. Doesn't like it.
Well, we either go forward or we take time to understand what the hell this thing's trying to say.
I'm in favor of proceeding. I don't think it has anything interesting to say.
I'll say we take time to let Venric cast, and then we move forward.
I'm in favor of taking time too, but Cortanis?
He looks kind of antsy about that. And more of going forward as well. don't think they wish to speak with us anyway.
Perhaps not, but more knowledge is always a better thing.
I'm not sure if we'll end up needing it here.
You simply wish to learn so you may do it on these prisoners of yours.
What does that have anything to do with right now?
Damn, she's holding grudges, yo.
She's still pissed off about the kid. He struck a nerve with her.
Not my fault that the kid's like that.
Thou art making him wait longer.
Let's move forward.
You're really concerned about 10 minutes for the kid? Like,
Yes.
alright, you got priorities problems.
I believe that is my phrasing. I'm gonna move forward.
Move forward.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
Ruh-roh.
Didn't you guys have really great steak?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I think that gave you plus 1d4 to saving throws and 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's what that was for. I knew I had that on my sheet for something.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how long that lasted, though.
It lasted 24 hours, so it'll be gone by this nightfall.
Oh, I would have still been up after the thing hit me.
1d4 to saving throws?
Yep. Yeah, 1d4 to saving throws and then 4 temp.
4 to... Damn.
Okay.
Well, those
Suddenly
temper
kicks in
gone
the
at
middle
this
of the cave.
point, so...
You're sitting down, Vendrick's doing his thing, he's making chants, and you're all like, you know what? As bad as this is, guys, like, do you remember that steak?
That steak was amazing.
Oh.
Wait, I thought we weren't waiting for me to do stuff.
We're not. At least some of us are.
Okay, so you charge ahead, and everyone stops what they're doing and follows.
Yeah.
I would hope so. At least somebody has a torch.
Tell me the order.
I'll be in front.
You towards the front.
So, Ikis, Kurtanis, Venric, Fulgrim.
Sure.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay, so your Ikis is about to take a step into as Kurtanis sees a slight shimmer.
I pause at that.
And he takes a step.
Oh.
I mean, like, nothing was shouted out, like, wait. I mean, Fulgrim, but he didn't see it.
Wait, who was... I thought I saw something and then, like, I paused, but I wasn't
Yeah,
quite
you
sure.
paused.
Yeah, but I was the one that was about to step on it.
Yeah,
Oh.
because he's the one that's in very front. So, from above, I want to call it a stream or a fountain or a gush of red liquid coats.
Could I
all over.
run, like, if I saw that, could I run forward and try to at least push somebody out of the way?
You're all gonna get a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right. Bam. Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you see the 20 surrounded in red and wonder how that happened too?
Yeah, that was the 1d4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the 19s. I got the 4 on the 1d4.
Okay, so Kurtanis and Fulgrim are able to... Fulgrim, you're able to dive backwards a little bit. Kurtanis, you're able to go to the side and like hug the wall. Unfortunately, Ikis and Venric are caught totally unaware, and you just have this searing pain all over your eyes now. You guys are going to be blinded for... well, I should probably tell you how long.
Of course, we didn't
3 minutes.
Okay, we didn't long rest before we went in, did we?
No.
Short rest.
Short rested.
So I don't have any of my healing.
As soon as the gush goes, though, it's a pretty audible sound of just liquid hitting off stone. You hear one more time, at which point a blaze goes from inside the cave as
shit.
What you guys know to be a troll comes into sight, and it is on fire in front of you.
Oh, what?
What?
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
I kill it.
Oh boy.
So we are now going to go into initiative.
Bam.
Crap. I grab those bars.
They might work. That was what I was going to suggest. Seems like the right time.
I have the best initiative.
Well, it's
Don't worry,
static initiative, so...
It's still
Oh, we're
passive.
static. Okay. That's fine with me.
I mean, you still have the best initiative, but, still passive.
Oh, of course.
So Feather, giant flaming troll in front of you guys. It's roughly 40 feet away at this point.
Can Feather use his action to help me, like, not exactly see, but, like, not, like, function?
You can see through Feather's eyes, right?
Yes.
So,
It was like on his shoulder. That should work mostly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit weird at first, but yeah, if you have him just perch on your shoulder, you can look through his eyes and then do actions that way.
Alright, that's what Feather's gonna be doing.
Cortanis?
Okay, so big flaming. Is it just like bum rushing us, basically?
Yeah, it's mid-run towards you guys.
All right. Then she's gonna reach over, grab Venric, and pull him towards the side, like this, one of the walls of the cave area, and see if she can maybe like grab her water skin and try to like pour water over his eyes to get the stuff out of it.
That actually works. It's your entire action, but it
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Guess Feather will be free in subsequent rounds.
Sorry, you're the closest one. Otherwise, do I guess.
Yep.
Did you want to move at all?
Um.
You still probably have like 10 feet of movement, even including going and grabbing him and bringing him to the side.
All right. You'd probably get a little bit closer to the thing to try and defend.
Okay. So
Around.
you'll be up front, swords ready
Yeah.
as it charges. Benric?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and Ray of Frost the troll, slow him down a bit. So it'd be 17 for 3.
Okay. So it hits him right in the shoulder, and the flame there goes out, but you don't see ice set in. It seems to have just stopped that portion of him from being on fire.
All right.
So its turn. It will... Oh, damn. That's a lot of regeneration that it gets.
Uh-oh.
So its turn, it's going to finish its charge forward. Attempt to swipe at Cortanis. So...
Oh fuck.
It'll critically hit.
Oh wait, I have that ring.
Roll 1d10.
Yeah.
So very, very close.
Damn it.
So we'll do damage in just 1 second, and then
That would have been perfect if this were Rogue Crater.
as it swipes, It also tries to grapple you, so make an athletics check.
These acrobatics.
That's allowed.
Fuck.
So you are grappled, and for the damage that it did, it's gonna be. I'm gonna choose be nice. The fire damage isn't gonna be doubled. So for slashing damage, it's gonna be 24 slashing,
Yep.
and then an additional 5 fire damage.
Oh,
Fulgrim?
1 second, please. Sorry. Okay.
oh, better be than you guys.
I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself. That will change my temporary hit points up a bit. And then I will charge attack the dang thing.
Remind me, do temporary hit points stack in 5e, or is it just the
They
highest?
do not, so mine goes to the new number in this
Okay.
case. As a second level spell.
Okay, so you have 10 temp now.
10 now. What's that?
Okay,
It's
so
also
go
just
ahead
a hex
and
up
do
at
your
the moment.
attack.
Oh no, that's my action. So then I will cast Hex on it, and I will not have the chance to attack. But I'm
And-
all up in its grill.
What is the ability?
I will go with Strength for this one.
Alrighty.
I'm waving my halberd in its face.
I guess.
All right. Can I use my water skin to wash off my own eyes?
Yeah, you can. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not sure where you would have gotten that idea.
I'm sure somebody would have shouted, "Wash it off!"
Or, I mean, like,
Probably.
you ever got soap in your eyes ever?
Yeah. I mean, I am a dwarf, though. I'm not sure we really bathe.
You do the chinchilla, like, dust bathing?
I'm sure you do it like at least once a decade.
Yeah, probably. But I've only bathed,
It's an important
like, I'm
religious
only like
ceremony.
70 years old, so. Not
That's
that
at
old.
least 7 times.
I'm sure at least at one point someone has gotten a little too rowdy with their giant mug of ale and gotten it in somebody's eyes.
There's no
That's
such
fair.
thing as
Right.
too
Well, then
rowdy
you
with
just
one's
then you
ale.
just wash it out with more ale.
Besides, there's no such thing as too rowdy as with one's ale.
Exactly.
The dwarves
Alright,
do
so I'll
that,
wash it out.
incidentally.
I mean,
then I'll,
someone may have gotten too wasteful with one's ale.
That's pretty much the only
Exactly.
thing.
I'll move on up next to Fulgrim. 'Cause washing it out's my action, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so then I'll just move next to Fulgrim. Or within
Feather.
5 feet of him, at least.
Okay. Feather?
Feather is going to go harass the troll and give advantage on the next person who attacks.
Katana saving throw? Hooray!
Yeah! No, fuck. It's still the D4.
boss.
Damn it.
Ah, that's disappointing. Well, one success.
Sigh.
Benric.
I'm gonna phantasmal force it.
Mm-hmm.
If it broke, why fix it?
So this time the hallucinations are going to be a 10-foot square or 10-foot cube around the troll. It's going to see a bunch of magical black tentacles appearing out of nowhere, grappling it and stinging it, assuming it fails its sin save. Yes.
It does.
Which is going to be 1 psychic damage for now. But yeah, the tentacles are basically, it's going to see them as like chaining it in place while also stinging it. Like a jellyfish's tentacles would sting something.
Okay.
It took me way too long to actually think of what I was thinking of. Anyway.
That's fine. Okay, so on its turn, it's gonna freak out a little bit and try and like wrangle whatever tentacles are dealing with it, and it's going to chuck Cortanus back further into the cave.
This is an improvement.
Behind it further, or like towards us further?
Behind it further.
Oh,
Not an improvement.
Oh, boy.
not so much.
So take 6 fall damage.
Which basically just
And
means
then-
a failed save, right?
Yeah, it's 1 failed save.
Yeah.
And
Like it's
then
helper.
I will get to her.
let's see. Okay, so from a source that you can't determine, Falgrim, you hear a string of magical insults coming at you. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Fucking vicious mockery.
We're fighting a bard.
Indeed.
Apparently.
So what does that do?
You're going to take 3 psychic damage, and then you have disadvantage on the next attack roll before the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And then you also hear it shouting, shouting at the troll. It's in the same language that you don't understand as before, but the troll kind of looks around himself like, "What?" And then he makes a check.
The troll's still pretty stupid. I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, no, he doesn't quite get it. At which point, it's Fulgrim's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to use my bonus action for anything, so attack him with the halberd.
And Feather will
Nice
cancel
blow.
out the disadvantage. Not that it matters.
And he takes 10 additional points of frost, right?
No, that's when he hits me.
Okay.
So he just takes the 17 slashing.
He
Some
does
of
take.
that's necrotic. 6 of that's necrotic. It's a hell of
Okay.
a chop, though.
That is a hell of a chop.
That was great.
Boom! Hi. Pay attention to me.
At which point we hit Icus.
Alrighty. So, I'm gonna bonus action Sacred Weapons. That gives me 30 feet of bright light around me. Do I see Cortanus at all?
You do not, because it'd be 30 feet of bright light and then additional 30 feet of dim light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not within view.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'm gonna move around to the back of the troll. I'm gonna stay within his range, but I'm gonna move around to the back of him. Do I still not see anything?
You see... Oh, no. Cave is much larger than I thought. No, you do not see anything. It's just all pitch blackness around you aside from the walls that you immediately see. As soon as you get behind the troll, you see it open up to where it's no longer a tunnel. It's a large opening, but you can't see the walls past the 60 feet.
I should
Alright.
point out that Vicious Mockery only has a range of 60 feet.
Yeah, but you could be invisible.
Well, that would suck.
Yeah,
Can be
but does it
booked a lot.
extend to Cortanus once she's picked her up?
Well, Fulgrim can detect magic, so if she's invisible, he should be able to see it.
Yeah, if I get a chance to look.
True.
Yeah, true. Alright. I can't make a charisma checks for an action, so I'm going to shout into the blackness back there. Whoever you are who took my friend, bring yourself to me, or I will have to come find you.
And that's
You hear-
intimidation if I ever heard it. That's advantage.
If you want to make an intimidation check, you can.
Alright. And I mean, Belcax is still around. He can give me advantage on intimidation checks, right?
Yes, you can.
Alright. Eesh. Okay.
So you hear a cackle from the back. Nana Maybell doesn't fight. Nana Maybell has him fight.
Huh?
Troll.
Implied.
Ah.
Feather.
Feather is going to give Falgrim advantage on his next attack.
Cortanus, make a saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck.
That is 2 fails. What are you wearing? Is it heavy armor?
It's chain mail.
Okay. Benric?
I kind of want to grease the troll, but if the troll set itself on fire, that's probably not a good idea.
Oh crap! I think I'm actually dead, guys. I'm pretty sure like a natural 1 means 2 failures.
Oh, it does.
Well.
Okay, so
Taz is all dead.
Oh crap.
you are no longer in the fight, and you are unable to be healed. I know what's going to happen to you, but we're going to deal with it after the fight.
I know what happens too, so yep.
Well, guess that made that decision tree a little bit easier. I'm just going to raid
That's
across
fine.
the troll. That is going to be a crit fail.
That is indeed a critical failure. It hits the ceiling above him. You kind of overestimated how tall he actually is.
You know, he seems pretty scarily tall. It's a mistake anybody can make. And he's also going to take some psychic damage as the tentacles continue stinging him mercilessly.
Okay, on his turn. Or I should say their turn, rather. So she comes up, and Ikis, you are going to be attacked by Nana Maybell. Despite what she said, she was actually intimidated into maybe the troll can't deal with this. So she's going to, from invisibility, swipe at you.
Okay.
It's not like, it doesn't hit you as invisible. Like, she comes up and right from behind you turns visible and then swipes. So there's no advantage or anything like that.
Okay.
19 versus AC.
19 hits.
Oh, that's not so bad. It's only 14 damage.
Ah, yes. Only half my health. Okay, the temp hit points will take 4 of that, so 18. That's remaining.
At which point she shouts to the troll again that he needs to get his shit together.
Ah, but she's still within striking reach of me, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she's right next to you.
Yeah.
Your DC's 13, isn't it?
Yes.
He still thinks he's wrapped up. Fulgrim.
Okay. See if I can put an end to this thing. Another halberdation. So it's a 20 versus AC.
Oh, are you getting advantage from Feather?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
That gives me 8 more slashing. That's not good enough.
Thanks, Morty.
Got to find a way to do some lightning damage, I think. Because it's still healing all the damage we're doing, right?
You don't see any permanent damage setting in, and
All right, then with my action, I will move around. With my movement, I will move around, so I'm over here.
okay,
If I
you
need
are
to,
also
I can
within
put
5
some
feet
focus.
of Nana Maybell. Ikis?
Oh shit, no, he's hexed. He takes 6 more damage. Or 1d6 more damage. Oh no, that was it. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Just rolled crap, apparently.
Alright. I am going to, I have Sacred Weapon on, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to turn to this Nana Maybell bitch. And I'm going to start shouting at her. You took my friend. You cursed that little boy. And I'm going to kill you. And I'm going to try and smite her. Fliz.
Damn.
17 hits.
I mean, luckily you get a +1 from Belcax.
Yes.
And you do 22 damage to that bitch!
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes, I do. I would hope she is unpleasantly surprised.
Indeed, she is, she takes the radiant damage just right across the shoulder and part sternum, and she's like, real upset. Feather.
Feather is going to, I think, switch from helping Powergrim to start helping Icus.
Okay. Venric?
I'm going to try and Ray Frost the Troll again. 25 for 4.
Okay, you're able to hit that shoulder spot that you'd hit before that's no longer on fire, and you see it crack just a little bit on the skin.
Alright. And it also takes 4 psychic damage. Does the cold seem to be having, like, an effect on it beyond just, like, the normal hurting that it usually does?
Yeah, on its turn, you see everything else kind of healing back up and or searing closed, aside from the shoulder spot where you hit. That's still cracked and starting to dribble blackish blood.
Excellent news.
Okay.
I will shout that out to Pelgrim.
Right. What I was trying to do, but it won't attack me.
So Nana Maybell uses her action to give the troll advantage on his saving throw this time because he really needs to get his shit together.
Get it all together.
Yep. See if it matters.
Take your shit and put it in a backpack so it's all together.
Get your shit together!
Oh,
Damn
Troll's
it.
good.
damn.
At which point the troll turns around and attempts to swipe and then grapple Icus.
Bring it, big boy.
.23 versus AC.
That'll hit.
It does have disadvantage on the grab check.
It will have disadvantage on the grab check. For 11 slashing.
Okay.
It's not a saving throw. It's an athletics check or
Oh.
a acrobatics check. If that makes any difference from a natural one.
Much better athletics. So I'll go with that.
Even then, he probably didn't have proficiency with strength saves.
What? No, I don't.
Man, I'm almost inclined to say that you had to use the first rolls, but I'm not that mean. You're able to not be grappled.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, Fulgrim.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a
sorry.
bellowing cry of "Not him, you bastard!"
Also take 4 more points of fire damage that I forgot to add on.
Okay.
Kill this
I'm
bastard.
at a solid 3 health.
It's only 12 versus AC.
Unfortunately, a 13 will not hit. Icus.
Do I want to go for the big bastard or the little bitch? That is the question.
That's gonna do cold damage.
Little bitch.
So the big guy isn't really worth it.
Yeah, I can't do cold damage.
I'm just trying to get its attention.
Sorry?
I'm just trying to get its attention.
Fair. Yeah, because if it starts hitting you, then I can give it disadvantage. So yeah, I'm gonna go for what's her face, Nana Maybell.
With advantage.
And... Sorry?
With advantage.
With
I think.
advantage?
Yes,
Okay.
Feather's giving you advantage.
I'm out of smites, unfortunately, or I'd hit her more, but I'm gonna take another swipe at her, and 24.
27.
Yes, with advantage.
Yeah, safely hits. Safely hits.
Good to know.
Her AC is less than 27, guys.
Excellent.
You're narrowing it down. Would you like to move at all?
No, I'll stay right there.
Feather continues to help.
Feather's gonna help Falgrim this time.
Okay.
He seems to need it a little bit more.
Benrick.
Before he managed to break free of them, how was the troll reacting to the tentacles? Was he like focusing on them?
Yeah, he was thrashing about wildly trying to avoid them.
Trying to avoid them.
Yeah, like, so you had them coming out of the ground and, like, whipping at him, right?
Yep.
He was, like, moving in ways to, like, avoid whipping tentacles.
Alright, I'm going to use Minor Illusion then to make some more tentacles appear out of the ground around Icus.
Okay. Would you like to move at all?
I'm going to, as long as I have a safe distance from the troll, I'm going to stay still. But if I'm pretty close, I'll move back.
No, you're still, like, 40 feet back from him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Their turn. He will avoid Icus with all costs and go after Fulgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray, plan worked.
I will.
No, a 0 does not hit my AC.
Okay, it's a 14, but I have no idea why that happened.
It's 'cause
You got
Two
a double
plus-
plus in your AC?
Double plus.
Anyway, a
Okay.
14 also
Double
does
plus
not
good.
hit
Okay.
my woof. Wish.
Okay, so it will then attempt to grapple you as well.
Even on a miss?
Yeah, it's so like one hand swiping down, the other swiping in a grabbing motion.
I'm
it's like
assuming the armor only activates on a hit.
Indeed.
Yeah. So it's like it's like a slash and grab.
Yeah. I'm thinking technically doesn't hit on this either. Alright, but
Ooh.
Ooh, that's so good. Nana Maybell will use her turn to go invisible. And she's out.
Okay.
Fulgrim.
okay, I'm going to step back. I'm going to assume she's still ready to stay within her old reach. But I want to step. It has like 5-foot reach, right? Like regular melee reach.
Yeah, I believe so.
So I want to step out of that because I have a halberd.
Which would
Provoke.
provoke.
Yeah, it would provoke from him.
Which might be a good thing.
It's kind of what I'm going for. I think we need the cold. It doesn't. That doesn't require.
Damn it.
You
Did
need
I
to.
did the double plus again. 12.
12.
12 still misses though. Okay, whatever. Once again, attack was the halberd. Oh, damn it.
A 10 will not hit.
Would
I
technically
guess.
been the 11, but whatever.
I don't suppose I can try and detect the hag, can I?
If you can detect Fey, then yes.
No, I cannot. I mean, I'm out. I think one of my spells can, but I'm all out of spell slots for the day, so it's a moot point. I'm just gonna shout very angrily that she got away and start stabbing at the troll.
Mm-hmm. Solid damage.
Yeah.
Feather?
Helping Falgrim again.
Katanas,
And
is there anything you'd like to do from beyond the grave?
There's literally nothing she can do because she's not even there anymore.
I know, well,
That's how she works.
not quite. Again, I'll address the entire
Okay.
thing. Do you want to send good vibes? You can send good vibes.
Good vibrations.
I'm picking up good vibrations.
Venric, you feel good vibrations.
alright. Good vibrations. We'll see if they do anything. I'm gonna ray across the troll, trying to hit a spot that's still burning. Alright. That's not gonna hit. I'm gonna have Feather start helping me after this.
I mean, luckily enough, the frost and the troll vibrate in such a way that they make contact right on an elbow.
Alright.
So their turn. He's going to move closer to you,
Mhm.
and then he's going to attack you.
Mhm.
I'm going to impose disadvantage with protection.
Okay. We'll say that's on both of them.
Do you want to do that? 'Cause didn't he want to get hit?
Oh, did we?
Well,
Oh,
the
okay.
16 hits. So he
Okay.
takes 10 cold damage all over himself.
Nice.
Okay, and second attack is is a bite attack this time.
This one he could use disadvantage on.
Okay, disadvantage on this one.
That's a mess. So.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Alright, so the first one does hit and does whatever damage.
It does 12 damage. 12 slashing damage. And then he takes 10 cold.
Nice.
His face kind of looks like the face when you bite into really, really cold ice cream. And it's just like immediate brain freeze. Despite the fact that he hits you with his hand, his face all just goes like, I can't remember what the actual thing is called. But like the side of his mouth droops and he's all like, "Ugh."
A stroke?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was having trouble with it.
No worries. I was having problems remembering jellyfish earlier.
Okay, and then on Nana's turn, she will pop out from invisibility and take a swipe at Venric because he's a problem. She only gets a +6 to attack. That's totally fine. Maybe not.
25 is gonna hit.
Okay, so you will take 11 slashing.
Alright, and I had 4 temporary hit points.
Yes, you did.
Alright. Ow.
Fulgrim.
We're doing the step back thing again, so I will simply attack. Son of a.
Your damage is like on key.
It is.
Your attack rolls.
Also, if I hit. Alright.
Icus.
I'm going to move around to the back of the troll, and I'm going to swipe at him.
He takes another 12.
Yes.
Before I forget, Venric, make a concentration check.
For what?
You got attacked while doing illusion.
Is minor illusion concentration?
I assume so.
Let me pull it up. I didn't think it was.
Minor illusion's a cantrip.
Yeah, minor illusion does not require concentration.
Oh, nice.
If I still had the phantasmal force up, that would, but... And seeing as though the tentacles don't move around, the minor illusion's not even that useful at this point.
Well, no, he moved out of the minor illusion finally, but...
Right.
Feather.
Feather is going to help me with my next attack.
Which is?
So I am going to... Can I reach the tentacles? The illusion tentacles?
They're about 40 feet away.
Alright. Well, I'm going to run towards them. Can I get next to Icus at least?
You can get next to Icus. If you just straight run, you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Right, but I could still use my action afterwards, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do that. I'm fine with provoking.
15 versus AC.
I am going to pop a shield spell, so that does not hit
Okay.
as a reaction. And then for my action, I'm going to Ray of Frost the Troll with advantage from Feather.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a 14 for 2.
Unfortunately, it does not hit.
Figured. Alright, that's it.
So, you saw the fires dim a little bit when... Oh, damn it, I forgot to give Fulgrim his fire damage. So you see the fires dim a little bit as the troll hit Fulgrim, and that's it. He doesn't want that to happen again. So he will now turn around and take one swipe at Icus and one swipe at Venric, who are both now within reach of him.
I will impose disadvantage on the one at Venric.
Okay. There. 23 versus Icus AC.
Yep. That'll hit. And I bet you that means I'm down.
13 versus Venrex won't hit because you still have
Right,
that
so
shield
this will
going.
get shield.
2d8 plus... Oh. It's not 2d8, it's 2d6. Like, don't even worry, it's fine.
I mean, I only have 3 HP left, so it's... Yep, I'm down.
Okay, and then Nana Maybell will once again go invisible. Fulgrim.
Okay.
The troll's not looking so good. He's
I'm
most
gonna
of
try
his
to...
most of his fire is out, aside from some on his torso and one on his left arm.
try and hack at him again.
12 will not hit.
I'm actually adding the +1 for Belcax in.
11 will not hit.
Yeah. All right, and with my move, I'm going to move around so that I'm over here next to Icus, so it doesn't finish him off.
Mm-hmm. Icus saving throw.
Hey.
Nice job. Feather.
Feather will help Falgrim. And then does Icus have like a healing potion like on his belt or something easily accessible?
I have a hippie something stick.
Alright, but not a potion?
No.
Alright, I'll grab my own hippie bar of whatever and I don't know, poke Icus with it.
You're
However I
supposed
use
to
this
rub it
thing.
on the injury.
Just rub it all over his face.
That's
Alright.
that must be part of it. How do you try and apply it?
I rub Icus up and down with the hippie bar poison.
Funny.
There was no other way to put that either.
No, there wasn't. All right, so I guess
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
And Venrek, you your hippie bar kind of dissolve significantly as you gave that application. You don't think you could get 2 more uses out of it.
So do I have any uses left of it, or?
You still have some left,
Okay.
but it's like soap in the shower, like bar soap in the shower after it's like already started to break. Like it can last you a couple more showers, but you're gonna need to replace it.
Partially eaten hippie bar of poison. Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'm back up.
Okay, on their turn. Yep, Troll's looking better now. Some of the wounds are starting to heal over. He will take a swipe at Fulgrim and Venric, because he doesn't like the smell of hippie bar.
Solid. I'll impose disadvantage on Venrix, I guess.
And I'm back. What's that against me? Yeah, 9 doesn't hit.
I assumed as much, and wow. Ooh.
Man,
Ooh.
why couldn't you roll like that while hitting me or Katanas?
Roll a percentile dice.
All
You're
right.
aiming for below 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as he swings wide with his left paw, claw, hand thing, instead of hitting you, it hits a source that's right next to you, and then you are hit by it instead. You stutter and stumble a little bit, but you're generally able to keep your feet. As you see,
Hit an anime bell.
you did.
That's what you get for running around invisible.
I actually have to see how much damage he does.
Crit!
Yes.
Crit, please.
He does
Damn.
13 points of damage.
Nice.
She is going to be super duper pissed about it and attack you anyway, because like fuck off, she's just gonna get hit. I guess. Do you want to impose disadvantage?
Yes, please.
I thought you can only do that once per turn. Or once
Yeah,
per
but
round.
apparently it didn't
Once per
matter
turn or
on
once
the-
per round?
Oh.
Well, I mean, it uses
Jake
your
will allow it,
reaction,
I will
right?
impose disadvantage on her.
If it takes your reaction, he can't do it again.
Takes my reaction, yeah, so then no.
It's alright. I think I'd rather get hit by her than the troll.
Yeah. Probably.
She actually hurts more.
Really?
Yeah, 17 versus AC.
Tie goes to who? The attacker or the defender?
Yeah, a tie goes to
Attacker.
attack.
Well, then I'm not going to blow a shield. I'll just eat it.
"17 slashing.
I am down.
That's a
Oh.
problem because we have no more source of cold damage. Does Belcax know any cold spells?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's got Ray of Frost,
I have at least Ray of
at the
Frost.
very least.
Important to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fulgrim.
I've still got a half-eaten bar of poison hippie stuff.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to do this.
Troll looks real rough.
Yeah, I want to finish this thing off so we can concentrate on her. Hopefully Belcax can do something about coldness to keep it from regenerating. But for the love of 13 versus AC.
Unfortunately not. Despite the fact that he is right in front of you, you're used to more axes than halberds.
Yeah, apparently.
Icus.
I'm going to take my hippie, what's-his-face bar, and my hippie medicine bar, and rub it all up and down Venric.
2d4 plus 2, Venric.
Gotta return the favor, you know?
Hey, you gotta reciprocate sometimes. all good.
Exactly.
Icus, your bar as well looks significantly worn down. It's probably going to last like maybe one more application.
Okay.
Feather.
Feather is gonna come aid me this time, since Falgrim can't hit for shit.
Benric.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and Ray of Frost the troll.
Oh my god.
For 11.
Oh.
Jesus.
Speaking of can't hit shit.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yep.
Like,
Well,
I'd
sorry,
share
wubba
my
lubba
rolls
dub dub.
with you guys if I could. Because I'm rolling like 20, like 18, 19, 20. But
It's not really gonna matter because it's just gonna regenerate.
Venric, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Don't forget your additional d4.
okay.
25.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this. Nana Maybell shouts some pretty rude things at you, but you're like, whatever, bitch. You're a hag.
Yeah. Oh, and that should be 23, not a 25, but I doubt that matters.
No, it doesn't. Not even. At which point, he's gonna avoid hitting Nana Maybell again, so he will try and swipe at both. Actually, this time he's gonna try and grapple both Icus and Falgrim.
Okay.
So both of you make athletics or acrobatic saving throws, whichever you prefer.
He's still got hexed, right?
Yeah, he's still hexed.
Yeah, Falgrim hasn't gone down yet. So, Falgrim, you are grappled.
Well, he's at disadvantage.
Yeah, he's at disadvantage.
Yeah, so that's a 12 and a 6.
No, not grappled. And it doesn't matter if he rolls worse because Icus is already good. So he tries valiantly to like grab onto you guys, but you're shifty and he's clumsy now for some reason he's not used to. Fulgrim.
But since it wasn't... Sorry, I'm deciding what Fulgrim would do here tactically. I think he'd stay the course. Boom!
Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
That's
Hold
what
on.
we
No, there's
needed.
an additional. The hex damage is also doubled, and that was not incorporated. So 3 more on top of that.
Describe this strike to me.
Finally, he manages to get the halberd into just the right position. So as it's clumsily stepping back from the grabs, the halberd comes up in an uppercut and takes its head clean off.
I bet you weren't expecting this, Drosh.
At which point
I gain 10 hit points.
the head stumbles into the ground before you, and you see it blink real quick, and its mouth just kind of goes, "No, I wasn't expecting that."
I flip the halberd around menacingly. Bonus action? No, I can't do that yet. Never mind.
You can't make a bonus action?
The hex, the way it's written, I have to move it on my next turn as my bonus action.
Oh, that's a shame. I
See
guess.
ya.
All right, troll's down. I'm going to advance on Nana and take another swipe at her. Hey!
Hey, indeed. Feather.
Feather is going to. Help Falgrim, I guess.
Yay!
Venric.
Fenrir's going to disengage and get the fuck out of there.
Are you running
Run away!
back towards the not exit, over towards the wall?
Running back
or-
behind the meat shields.
Okay. So at this point, you're a little bit into the cave.
Yeah.
Cave opening.
That's fine.
On her turn,
I just want meat shields.
on her turn, she looks super pissed, and since Ikis is right in front of her, she's gonna take a swipe at you.
Bring it.
Not sure you want to save that.
Don't care. Doesn't matter anyways. Take it on the shield.
Yes, you do. Falgrim,
All right. Incidentally,
you're like 10 feet away from her.
behind Ikis and attack her from. Oh, bonus action. Move my hex to her. It's still strength.
Mm-hmm.
Then, since I don't actually have to get around Ikis to do this, attack her with the halberd.
Nice.
25 to hit.
It's a solid 11 damage, unless you're already factoring it in.
I factored all that in.
Awesome. I love when you guys factor shit in. She
Supposed to
looks,
remember that we're doing it.
she looks rough, like really, really rough. On Ikis's turn.
All right. I'm going to shout at her some more. You took my friend from me. I'm going to kill you for that, you know. And I'm going to go for another attack on her.
I'm
can't
not sure
actually-
she can remove curses if she's dead.
Oh, I'll go for non-lethal. BT dubs.
Alrighty. Feather.
Same thing as last time.
And Venric.
Fenric is going to try to put the hag to sleep for 24 hit points worth.
She falls to the floor unconscious.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay,
We
so...
live.
Well,
For now. Most of us.
alright, so she's asleep on the floor for, I think it lasts for a minute.
Yes. At which point, I guess in Balgrim should probably like get some rope and tie her up or something.
Find her, gag her. Make sure all her fingers are tightly bound.
Kinky.
Belcax runs into the cave farther and goes out of sight of you guys.
Yeah. As soon as that's done, I'm gonna run in after him and try and find Cortanus.
Okay, so Belcax runs in, and you see him bent over, a humanoid shape. When you approach as well, you see Cortanus pretty mangled. She has long gashes on her face, torso, and stomach area. It's like 3 giant claw marks that were cut, and while they were being cut, seared closed to form permanent scarring. But you see that Belcax has used both applications of her hippie bar to get her stable again.
So she's
Oh,
alive?
damn.
We did say that the first 2 deaths were going to be major injuries.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I forgot. Okay. I'm gonna I can't use my healer's kit for this, can I? But I can use my hippie medicine bar. I'll use that.
Okay, that is the last application of the hippie medicine bar. Kirtanis
Yep.
can go ahead and take 2d4 plus 2.
I just suck at healing today.
You are particularly bad at healing.
Like cough and open her eyes slowly. Oh, what has happened?
Does Cortanus do hugs?
Possibly.
Don't care. I guess is hugging her anyways.
Fulgrim, however, is more standoffish about it.
I take it I missed some interesting goings on.
You did almost die. I am glad to see that you're alive.
So are we all.
That is appreciated, my friend. Hast thou dispatched the vile creature?
One is
Bitch
completely
is
destroyed.
asleep. The troll is dead.
I'm glad. I pray that Kren, and she pauses momentarily, thinking about what she just said, and then eventually shakes her head with a soft smile. And Cav. I pray that Cav may be able to live in peace and health now. What shall we do? And she tries to, like, properly sit up and stabilize herself and like, try to get back to her feet so that she can help.
Wake the bitch. See if we can get her to lift it.
Okay.
I'm gonna detect magic around, which I think disrupts my concentration on hacks. Let me double check that.
Probably.
Pretty sure it does, because it was a first level spell.
Pretty solid guess.
However, I'm gonna do it anyway, so.
It does, yeah. It requires concentration.
Okay, so you go over detect magic. Everyone aside from you sees that the ropes are empty. You, however, see a glow around the ropes.
An illusion-looking glow?
Yeah, it's bluish, bluish greenish.
I'm gonna smack her with the back end of the halberd.
You hear her cry out in pain as she comes back into visibility.
I'll give her a look. I think I'll just leave it at a look.
So we're all awake.
There we go.
There you go. Look at you
There
here.
we go.
Alright,
Much better.
much better. Now,
By the way, is the troll safely dead, or is it starting to like come back to life?
You
Good
are
question.
unable to tell at this point.
you want to keep frosting it?
Yeah, I'll ray of frost the corpse a little bit, kick the head farther down the cave, away from the body.
Good plan.
So you make him a cake, and what else do you do?
Does anybody else want to try and intimidate the hag before I do?
I figured Cortanus will help, will give Belcax, I'm sure the two of them together would aid.
The dismembering of the troll. I'll
Yeah.
assist in Icus's intimidation of the hag.
Okay.
We're totally
You just see-
intimidating the fucking hag.
You just
Well,
see
keep in mind,
Kirtanis,
there's a
people-
horned dwarf with black eyes who just saw through her invisibility all at once.
Oh yeah,
And, with a big ass axe, kind of looking at her.
in the
That's my
background.
backup intimidation check, which is not much, but there it is.
In the background, you see Kirtanis just like repeatedly stabbing the troll, just in the same part over and over and over again.
Did you?
She really wants to stab the hag.
Later. Maybe. Alrighty.
Why?
Shut up.
What did Nana Maybell do to you?
You cursed that town. What's the name of the town? Crap.
You came here for a town you don't even know?
I didn't even write it down.
It's in the.
It's in
It's
the
Cam.
script, Kavmaket.
Shit,
It was some complicated name that's not worth pronouncing.
Kavkamet.
Kamake.
Kavkametke. For
Just the
of
town is
Kavkametke.
Kamet. No, Kav is the name of the boy. Kamake.
For the town of Kametke.
Yes, town kumquat.
You mean Camus Q?
Whatever. The name isn't important. You're going to lift the curse on them.
For what cost?
I'm gonna... sit
Thy
down.
life.
The way I see it right now, you have two options, you little wretch. You can either lift the curse now and save yourself a lot of suffering, and maybe even get yourself a second chance somewhere down the line. We'll bind you up, I'll take you to a temple and leave you there with them.
She starts to cackle.
Or
What? Even if you do kill me, I'll just be back. Though.
Or I can keep you on fire until we get back to the temple, and I can give you to them in chains, and they can bind you for the rest of time, so that you'll never be back. You'll never get to play your sick little games again. You won't even get to live.
Do your worst. My sisters will be after you.
Please. Do you think your sisters scare us? We just marched in here and took you out willy-nilly. Drop of a hat.
I wouldn't say willy-nilly. Take a look at your friend over there.
She'll be fine.
Katan's just staring daggers at her with her gripping her swords
She got
tightly.
better.
I would take it all again just to smite thee 1,000,000,000 times.
You'd have to
Now.
live quite a while to do it 1,000,000,000 times.
I have no doubt of that.
I'm going to raise my sword. Is it still... No, Sacred Weapon's probably dead by now. But... make your choice. And I guess this is the point where I should make an intimidation check.
Probably.
Okay.
I choose the Feywilds.
I grab her. By the neck. What do you mean, the Feywilds?
Short mortal. When we hags die, that's where we go.
Oh, if I kill you, you won't be going anywhere. Except inside a little gemstone to be locked in a vault somewhere. Think about that.
What do you need?
The curse lifted.
The curse can't be lifted, you fool.
What do you mean it can't be lifted? You
Inside.
cast it. You should be able to lift it.
I didn't cast it by myself. It took all me and my sisters to do it.
Then do we need all of them?
No, I could tell you how for the right price.
What might that price be?
You seem like a noble man. Make me a valuable offer.
You seem like you have something in mind. You know who I am and what I can offer.
Provoke your deity and I'll tell you everything you want.
What, my deity?
Revoke.
Oh.
Health and... Cordalis is gonna go up and backhand her.
Arr, little wench.
Not. You don't want that, because my deity is the only thing that's keeping me from putting this sword, and I will point to my sword, through your brain. She asks me to give you a chance, whether I want to or not.
Fine. Allow me to live and leave my cave. And I will hamper the curse on that village.
She'll hamper it?
That is not a cure.
It's not a cure at all.
I can make it no longer spread. That poor boy, Cav, who I love to look upon in his misery. She cackles just a little bit to herself. He'll die a
Cordalis looks
painful death.
pissed fucking off right now.
He'll die a terrible, painful, excruciating death. But once he dies, that'll be the end, so long as you let me go.
Cordalis is fucking backhanding her again because fucking no.
Wait. I'm gonna pull Ichus to the side.
But
I realize you're trying to save Cav, but if you really want some poetic justice, if we could somehow get her to kill Cav. Just saying.
I'm sorry, I'm drawing a little bit of a blank on how that would be poetic justice.
Because then she would be cursed?
No, but she knows how to make it not spread. Apparently. Actually,
Right, but she doesn't
why
know how
am
to
I
save
talking to a
Cav.
hag without inciting every word she's saying?
That's a good point.
Man, the one conversation you don't incite every single sentence.
I know.
I was wondering when it was coming.
I was kept on pondering when I should do that.
Yeah. Anybody want to give me a help on my insight roll? So I can take that sweet
Yeah, we'll help.
Sweet. Okay.
Cortanis, you feel like she probably does know how to end it. Right? Like she knows a way in which it would end, or become hampered in its potency. But letting her go probably won't be the answer.
No.
Of course it won't.
Basically, no set of circumstances where Fulgrim is going to believe that letting her go is a good idea
Yeah.
Same.
or the right choice.
No. You don't understand. You may well be able to hamper the curse, but there is no circumstance at which we will let you go free. The best I will do for you is I will take you to one of our temples, and they will do their best for you there. I don't have time to look after you myself.
I would rather be dead.
I'm not gonna be arranged.
Anybody else want to take a stab at her?
I want to take a literal stab at her.
Make an
Yeah,
attack.
I know, right?
Look, let me try to talk to her. Maybe I can get somewhere without being so,
Angry?
Yeah, that might be
Sure,
difficult.
let's go with that.
Okay. Go nuts.
Alright, so first of all, you can make it so that the curse doesn't transfer to anybody else. Are there any other parameters that you can alter the curse with?
Me? Not really. My sisters? Most definitely.
Yeah, let's insight that. I got nothing.
Icus questions the validity of the statement. The other two believe it.
I'll whisper to them, she's lying.
I hear you. I'm right in front of you.
Alright, look, if this is how you want to play this, like, we can just cut this conversation short, take you to the temple, lock you in a gem, that's fine. Clearly, if you're not willing to, be honest with us, I don't even know why we're having this conversation.
Would any of the magic users maybe do an Arcana check about this sort of thing? About what can and can't be done by the curse? Okay, religion.
I mean,
I have no clue. I don't know fake curses.
yeah, I mean, I'll try. I think we already, yeah, okay, 23.
Okay.
But it's not just a question of what can be done, it's what can she do, which the Arcana check's not going to tell.
So Venric, you know that the curse can be ended. Transferring it would take, rearranging the... I can't remember the word.
Parameters.
Thank you. My God. Changing the parameters of the spell would take a second ritual of equal or greater power than the first one.
Mm.
So she
But it
casts
can be
with her
ended
sister,
easy enough.
It's pretty much stuck, but she can't break it.
She
Do you
could
believe that?
if you take away the power of the source of it, right? Like it can fade that way. But changing it would require equal or greater power.
So what's the source of the curse's power?
The people that made it.
Unless they locked it to another item or something.
No, I'm asking her. What's the source of the curse's power?
The coven, you fool.
What?
Coven.
Hexcoven.
But you can end the curse yourself, so explain.
Do we believe it's locked into Kevin?
Yeah, both of you believe that the coven is the source of the curse. So she'll dive into an explanation of fake curses and how, essentially what I just told you, like, if you want to end a fake curse, you just have to reduce the power source in which it derives its magic. If you want to change or alter it, it takes an abundance of power equal to or greater than what originally made the curse in the first place.
Right.
So she can end the curse through either taking her life and returning to her home in the Feywilds, or by murdering one of her sisters. But she's unlikely to murder one of her sisters because they're bigger than her.
Oh,
So
if
we
you die,
fucking
the
kill
curse
her.
ends.
Killing her does solve the problem. It's not... doesn't give us any bonus points, but it does solve the problem.
Yeah.
I will not wait
You know
for
what?
this.
That's the only solid, reliable answer we have, though.
Well, then, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? I mean, like, let's be honest here.
I should
Your
have.
choices were either dying or getting trapped in a gem, and you seem to prefer dying. So, if dying gives you what you want, and dying gives you what we want, we could have just been over with this, like, 10 minutes ago.
Lay her down. I already got the big axe.
Yeah, just...
I did tell him to return me to the Feywilds.
I mean, I don't like it, but... Well, if we put her in the gym, would that end the curse?
You could make an Arcana check.
Give me an Arcana check. I have no clue.
Yeah, you are very unsure.
Fenric has no idea.
Venric is so unsure he's relying on Fulgrim to tell him the right answer.
Well, he did get a better answer than me, which is, not saying much, but
Okay. If we're gonna kill her, I want to ask her a couple things. I want to ask her one thing before we kill her.
Hmm.
Where are your sisters? Did
I'd
I
like
stall?
everyone to make an active investigation check.
Nope.
Shit.
Holy crap!
for something he's not good at, damn.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
take that.
So Fulgrim and Ikis, you see a glint coming from her hands underneath, and she starts to cackle and go,
Oh, no. I'm not going to tell you where they are.
and you see her slice open the ropes and then start to plunge the dagger at herself.
Oh, Cortana's is gonna stab her. Stabbing her first.
I tied her
I was gonna say,
finger.
there's an axe coming in, too. Can we roll him?
You know what? I was just gonna give it to Cortana's, but she's got the rolls to do it too.
Yeah. Well, never mind, sorry.
Take her fucking head.
She goes to stab herself, but before she does, you take off the head and it just like falls limp against her chest.
And then she, like, that was with the long sword, then the other one stabs straight through the middle of the forehead and, like, sticks it to the floor of the cave. It, like, stares at her with disdain.
You see her body start to shrivel and wrinkle, sinking into itself before it starts to just disintegrate around your blades, the body as well. The rope is freed as she just turns into dust, and the dust turns into like a blue-green vapor that dissipates into the air.
Thou shalt hurt that boy no longer, vile creature.
Fitting.
And that is where we're going to take a break. It's a little late today, but we'll be back at 10:20.
Okay.
Cool. What happened?
Sorry, I'm reading comments on the internet.
Of course.
All right, do we have everybody?
I'm here.
1 second, I'm getting water. In the back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alrighty, we got everybody. So, hag dead and vanished, troll dead and frozen.
And now we have to get the hell out of this cave.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, there is that issue.
Well, do we want to get the hell out of the cave right now, or do we want to see if there's anything in it? I mean, the hag lived here. She might have, like,
While we're here,
stuff
yeah.
in the back.
With
Right,
my
yeah.
detect magic gun,
Actually, yeah,
I want you to go to the cave.
Let's loot your cave.
Okay, so with Detect Magic up, you don't see any magical auras as you go through the cave. Whoever is searching through the cave, go ahead and make perception or investigation checks, depending on what you're actually doing.
Nah.
Okay, so Icus and Cortanus, you guys look around the cave a while. Fulgrim and Venric, I'll give you the general structure. The cavern itself is generally like a 300-foot almost circle. In the very back is a small lake, or body of water, rather. And then up near the entrance is a area of bedding that looks like it could be where the troll slept. Over by the lake, you see a series of skeletons. Where do you two want to investigate?
I want to investigate the skeletons.
Yeah. Don't really care about the troll's bed.
Okay, so you two, while you're investigating the skeletons, find the clothing on one of them that appears to be that of the woman who you found earlier in the woods. She's only bones and rotted clothing now. And next to her is the bones of another who she holds hands with, and that skeleton wears a male's clothing. Most of the bones are old at this point. In the troll bed, what'd you get, I guess? Yeah, 13. In the troll bed, you find one potion of purple liquid, along with a mace. Just like a short one-handed mace. Looks like it could be used for a small creature or a small or medium creature. And you also find 4 gold pieces while you search around.
Okay.
Kurtanis, you're searching around the entirety of the cave. While you walk past the body of water, you see a form down at the bottom that looks kind of square.
Let's see if I can... Wait, it's in... So this is just like... How deep is this water? Is this like a well type situation, or like a pond, or a puddle?
It's hard to tell because the way water works and with perception and light, and also you're a human in pitch black.
I assume we have a torch at least. Struck a torch while I was looking around so I could actually see.
Yeah. It's probably like 30 or 40 feet down, but that's like your best guess.
I'll at least alert everyone to it, because I don't want to go touching water in like a hag's cave. That's probably not a good idea. Maybe somebody with a sort of longer reach, or possibly Fulgrim could make a...
Get your 10-foot poles.
Yeah, 10-foot pole.
I don't know, if Mario and Zelda
Need more than
can
10-foot
taught me
pole.
anything, it's you can't dive more than 5 feet without a special hat.
Does Vendrick not have Mage Hand?
I've got Unseen Servant. I can use that.
There you go.
It seems
Yeah.
like the best option then.
What's the weight capacity of Unseen Servant?
Like 10 pounds at least? 10 or 15?
Yeah,
Wait, it has like a strength of 2, doesn't it? So like 30?
Yeah, it's got a strength of 2. So that would be 30 pounds.
Okay, so it goes down and picks up, and it brings up a chest that is glinting on the outside with metal, but it's like a 5x5, what looks like a keepsake box that was in the bottom of the water.
All right, is it locked?
There's a small lock on it, but it's rusted.
Try and open it.
Do you just pound on it?
Yeah, we'll pry it open if we have to.
All right. So it's not hard. I mean, it was just sitting in water for God knows how long. You pop it open, and inside you find 36 gold, 24 silver, 82 copper, and 1 picture of a lovely young lady.
Is that 36 gold, 42 silver, 88 copper?
82 copper.
And a porn picture. It's on someone's porn stash.
She's fully clothed. She's very pretty, and she looks a little familiar.
Does she look like the
Oh,
young
no.
woman from earlier?
She's either the...
Recognize her?
Is she the...
I'm looking up the name. You can easily recognize her once I find the name.
Okay.
Is she the innkeeper
yeah,
lady?
It looks like a young Sayora Gymnifty.
Oh, it's the herbalist.
Oh. Ooh,
Oh,
the plot thickens.
Oh.
Yeah, you can take a taste of the purple potion to try and find out what it is.
Not quite what I meant by identify it, but okay, let's do it.
Constitution save, please.
Ooh, good. Why did I
Uh,
think this was a good idea?
You have advantage.
Okay.
Didn't need it, but that's fucking poison for sure.
That could do it.
Yes. Okay,
you do have poison resistance for being dwarves.
good to know. Good to know. Do I know anything about like what kind of poison it is, or
You can make an intelligence check.
straight in?
Yeah.
Eesh. Guess not.
You know that people usually don't do well after ingesting poison.
Yes. Okay.
The air is completely stale.
Well, it looks like we have to dig ourselves out.
Well, we do have that magic shovel.
We do.
hmm
Oh yeah.
Did Velcax ever finish crafting his?
He doesn't have a handle for it.
Ah, okay.
He has
Well, we have the
completed
one.
shovel head, but he did not trust the wood from the village.
Not unreasonable at the time.
You could make like a packed shovel haft, right? It's close enough to a weapon, yeah.
I don't trust any of y'all to do the shoveling right, except maybe Icus. Stupid
Can
humans don't
do.
know how to shovel. All right, so we can dig our way out if it comes to that. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, I'll let the unseen servants dig. How about that?
Unless somebody wants to blast it.
That may or may not be a good idea. Yeah, but there's no other entrances or exits to the cave?
Not that you know of.
Yes, that'd be a search for secret doors, but
You'd have to tell me
Secret.
where you were searching for secret doors.
All right, I'm gonna search
probably
for
along the
secret-
back.
I mean, it's a 300 by 80 foot cave. Like,
It'll take a little while, but yeah. Does stone cutting apply to this?
it's not. It's a natural stone, so it would apply if you found. Yeah, it probably would, because you'd be able to pick out natural from non-natural formation.
Okay.
That would be a slightly. Bam!
I'll also add my stone cutting to the mix.
Okay, both you and Fulgrim see some unnatural stonework inside of the lake bed.
Ah, good.
Not surprisingly, it's right near where the chest was laying.
Okay. Let's go check it out.
How deep is the pool?
When you sink down, it turns out to be 35 feet.
Ah,
Wow.
good.
Deeper than a pike will reach. Okay. Probably as far as I figured out. Deeper than this.
And send an unseen servant
you
down,
tell
try to like
us
push
someone-
on it.
Well, if we send an unseen servant down there, can it try and like play with latches or whatnot? If there's a door that can be
Can
opened?
interact with an object.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the unseen servants can do basically whatever they're just weak.
Hopefully it doesn't need a lot of boost, but it can find a lever at least.
How long do you leave it down there?
What, the servant?
Yeah.
I mean, it only lasts an hour, so there's a hard limit to it.
Yeah, but I like after 10 minutes, are you like, I'm out of things to try with you, or you just like stay down there until it works?
Stay down there until it's tried everything it can try.
Okay. About 20 minutes later, you hear a thunk, 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 and then the water starts to drain out.
Excellent.
Yeah. Sort of.
I'll wait till it drains and then climb down.
It's pretty
Yeah.
slippery trying to get down there, but y'all make it without too much trouble. It's just a dark tunnel that you see in front of you that's downward sloping.
Well, do we want to try the creepy tunnel, guys?
I'm actually inclined to try the creepy tunnel because it's got to drink somewhere.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Donis
I
just
mean, at
wants to
least
get
for a
out.
little
She's still
while.
gonna think about it.
Okay, so it takes a little while, probably half hour of walking, but you eventually see a light, and when you exit, you are greeted to the sight of a burning forest that directly in front of you and down a little bit is now put out and just smoking. But to both sides, you see fire. You know roughly where you are, Fulgrim.
Yeah.
You know that you'd have to go straight and slightly left to get back to town. It's a pretty straight shot, actually.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, look, the forest is conveniently cleared out for us.
up above you, you see a red form flapping away. It's pretty
Oh.
high up there, though.
Oh, god damn it. No, please.
Leave the town alone. Leave the town alone.
In front of you, it is just destruction. Like you see the body of like a large Tetsukabra. You see another Boulette. You see various bears and other natural animals. You even see one owl bear that's pointedly sticking out, all just fried to a crisp. And like they each have little bites taken out of each of them, but it's more or less like nibbles, and then it moved on.
Interesting. Okay. The flying thing is flying away.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna let it get some distance before we head on out, and then we'll head back to town. There you go.
Yep. Hopefully it's still there.
Soon it disappears to the point where it's like just fuzzy speck on the skyline.
Mhm.
Before you walk out. Luckily enough, like, it's cleared out, and you don't have to worry about running into everything, because everything that was near you in this area is now dead and burned alive. So it's a relatively straight and easy shot back to Kemet Q. Upon arriving, Fulgrim, are you using Detect Magic for any reason?
Sure.
Okay, you see the purple or maroon and black hue around the city.
So it's still active.
So far as you can tell.
I let everyone know it appears to still be active.
Oh,
Don't
Cortana
stab
looks
myself.
pissed.
Got it.
Okay. Well, we have that picture of, what's her face that the hag had, the herbalist woman. Talk to her. And if she doesn't have anything, then we'll deal with Cav.
Okay, so as you walk in, you all feel incredibly rejuvenated. Your cuts and scrapes and burns heal, aside from
Cortanis
Cortana.
doesn't want to walk. Yeah,
Can we
Cortanis doesn't even
choose
want to walk
walk
in. No.
Unfortunately, you cannot choose not to.
Cortanis
but-
would not even want to walk in at that point if they told her that it was still healing, or that it was still active.
Are you just staying outside?
She stood outside and she just basically like screams to herself and slams her swords into the ground in front of her and just kind of like takes a knee and just looks super pissed.
Okay, so Kurtanis waits outside. Does everyone else go in?
Yeah, I'll go in.
And now I'll turn off the detect magic so I'm not creepy looking.
Helpful. So you go in, and everyone who goes in, their cuts, their burns, their scrapes, they all heal. You feel refreshed. You feel good. Then you feel really bad.
Yep.
When you go over to Soroa, who's out, right now there's a large gathering going on in the middle of the city.
Uh-huh.
And it seems like everyone is there.
Let's go check it out.
You walk up, and it is a large meal. It seems a day early from what you remember, but this looks like the festival that they were talking about that happens every prayer day.
I see.
Do you seek out Soroa, or are you just walking
Yeah.
up?
Let's look for her.
What?
Let's look for her. Sorrel.
Okay, so you make it there. You see Soroa, and she's just talking with all of them, and she goes, "You're back, and you look relatively unharmed. Were you relatively unharmed?"
Yes. We'd like to speak to you, please.
Of course, sit down. Speak with me.
Away from everyone else.
Oh. Well, of course. Where should we go? I'll follow you. I'll just follow you. Yeah, we'll follow you.
Back to her shop?
You can lead that way.
Okay, let's do it.
So inside her shop, she looks at you with just like a, okay, we're here.
We found this picture of you in Nana Maybell's lair. Would you like to explain why she had it?
She takes a moment to really look at the picture, and as she's looking it over, you see a look of question come over her face. She looks up, she goes, "This isn't me.
What?
This is my mother."
Why was your mother with them?
I haven't seen my mother since the day she disappeared.
When did she disappear?
When I was small, I was only maybe 7 at the time. But she came in and told me it was time to go.
Yeah.
Fulgrim's all over it, and he believes the real brokenheartedness she's feeling. It's like real sorrow, like old wounds become fresh. That she's now looking at her mother that abandoned her so long ago.
I see.
I mean, I don't know why, but she never came back. She and my uncle went out to the forest to do something, but I never saw them again.
Oh, God. We found them out there.
You what?
We found, your mother's body out there in the woods. I am so sorry.
You saw a look of hope and elation on her face when you said, "We found your mother," and then it just broke into despair when you said "body." And
So
she just
sorry.
she begins to openly weep and just falls into you for support.
I'll support her. And I'll start tearing up a bit on her as well.
It's a sensitive moment.
I'm so sorry. I wish we could have gotten there sooner, but there was nothing we could do.
No, that was years ago. She's probably been long gone. It's not your fault. Is it dealt with? Is it over? Is the boy safe?
Nana Maybell is dead.
So
But-
Cav,
Not yet.
what do you mean not yet?
Nana Maybell is dead, but it didn't lift the curse.
Oh. Do you know how it will? Do you know if it will?
It might if we found her sisters, but we have no idea where they are. For all we know, they're scattered to the corners of the world. It might not even be on this plane.
So you're telling me that there's no hope for the village?
I'm gonna grab her by both the shoulders. And I'm gonna look her as close to the eyes as I can, being a dwarf and all. There's always hope. I will find them. And I will end this curse.
No. It's time for me to go relieve that boy.
Sorry?
She starts to walk out of the shop.
No.
Do you physically stop her?
No, I think I'm a bit shaken.
Alright. She walks out, and you see her head towards the direction of the cellar where Cav is.
I'll go with her.
As you follow her all the way down until the very end, is everyone else following?
Yeah, might as well.
As you go down all the way to the end, she unlatches the door, opens it up, and you can see he's recovered a little bit from the burns from Ian, though he has a slew of fresh new wounds.
Of course he does.
She looks to him. She goes, "Cav. Oh, Cav. We tried to honor you. We named you after our home, but the gesture isn't enough. It's time to put you out of this misery."
Don't let her kill him. Don't let her kill him.
I'll pick him up. And I'll take him outside.
As you take him outside, people have seen you guys wandering around and they got curious, and they now set eyes upon Cav and start mumbling amongst each other. And Iedos comes over and goes, in a hush whisper, he runs over and goes, "What are you doing? Put the boy away."
No.
The
No more
people don't-
lies. No more secrets.
The people don't need this burden on their conscience.
And they won't have to.
What do you mean?
I'll just turn away from him and keep walking towards the gate.
Dwarf? Dwarf, what are you doing? Oi! Icus, where are you going?
To do what's necessary.
They follow, but they don't impede you.
Take him outside the walls. No. Find a nice little green patch to sit in with him.
I assume you'd walk by, because Tratranis is basically right there.
Yeah.
She is immediately gonna jump up and follow.
Okay. Find my green patch, I'll sit down. I'll look up at Cortanis and say, would you prefer to take it? Or shall I?
She looks really hard at that. Is there really no other way?
I will not leave this boy to suffer in a basement hidden under the town while we scour the realms looking for Mabel's sisters.
You think I wish such a thing? Just looks angry at that and just kind of clenches her fist.
You both hear Iodos in the background. Go, end it. What do they mean? What do they mean? And Nadar looks over him immediately. Take the villagers back. They surely don't need to see what's about to happen. At which point, aside from Nadar, the rest of the council starts to usher people back into the village.
I guess we cannot kill him. We cannot kill him.
You see, then what would you have me do? Leave him here? Leave him here to suffer? To burn, to be cut up? To break himself on the folly of these villagers?
There must be a way to keep him alive. There must be. I will not let another form die. I will do whatever I can again and again and again. Done it once, I will do it again, but I cannot allow you to kill him and I will not kill him. We can save him.
How?
We will find him. We will find some magic user that can break this. There has to be another way. Icus. I had a brother, Kren. He was named much older than that boy the last time I saw him, and I saw the same anguished look in his eyes. But I was so glad that this boy was still using those eyes. I won't give it the pleasure of allowing it to still win and doing this to us and to this boy. It's still tormenting him, but there has to be a way. And I will sell my soul 1,000,000 times if it means saving him. Just like Kren. There must be some place we can take him. Some place, someone who might know more. Wizards, sorcerers, someone.
Somewhere like a library, perchance.
Yeah, what's the name of the library?
There has to be
A
something.
library containing the greatest arcane secrets of our age.
Can we
Which gives
take
a
them all
nod
the
that
way
might
there?
be.
I think
I mean,
we
it's
can.
possible. Is it realistic?
We have to give him some chance at life. It can't just end like this.
I'll stand. I'll hand Cap over to you.
He'll take
Alright.
him gingerly.
I'll keep hope with you. We'll
Just gonna
help.
look. Just gonna look down at Cav.
Don't worry.
Gonna hold him one and stroke his hair very, very, very lightly, saying, Can you handle this just a little longer? I swear I will not let this end in sadness for you. You will live, and you will live well, and you will live in peace. Please, let us try.
Alright. And both of us will go to find the ways of bringing back ghosts.
Feel nibbles as you mindlessly rub the hilt of your longsword.
I feel what?
Nibbles, small bites.
From the snakes?
You weren't looking down at the time, but that's a reasonable guess.
I'll turn to Cortana and say, will you excuse me for a few moments? And I'll walk off and sit down again and call to cameras. Cameras! You gave me this bloody sword. What do you want?
She appears before you, glowing in divine radiance. Icus, you know what must be done.
If there is a chance to save that boy, I will take it. I got a chance. You gave me that chance for a reason I still don't understand. And
All things in time, Icus, but you know what you must do with that boy.
no. Yosemite teaches us to open our hearts to possibilities, to never give up hope, and to do good when it matters. If there's ever a time in my life when it mattered, this is it. I have hope for that boy. That maybe someday he'll get the chance to live a real life again. And he'll get to be a person, not just a focus for a curse, a place to dump pain and suffering.
She extends her hand and lays it on your cheek. Oh, Icus. That boy will never be the same, but you are full of heart and strong of character. Follow what your conscience tells you. And then she fades, much like she appeared.
I'll bow and say thank you, Candace. Wander back. So, we have a library to find.
I believe we do.
And that is where we end tonight's session.
Fucking
Good
A.
job, everybody.
Jesus. I did not buy this ticket to the field train.
I don't think any of us did.
Was tearing up there for a minute. It was some good stuff. It was some good RP we had.
Indeed.
Oh, like 30 seconds. Just shake it off. Shake it off real quick.
Shake it up.
Shake it off.
The player's gonna play, 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 play.
Oh, okay. So, as is our new tradition, Ikis,
Yo.
go ahead and pick your nominee for
Thomas,
this
take
session.
everything. Take all of my awards. Take them all.
Indeed, that was genuine, amazing stuff. Thank you so much. This was an excellent session.
That was awesome.
That was totally awesome. High fives all around.
All right.
Okay. Feedback and reflection from you guys.
Fuck this Kobayashi Maru! Fuck it hard!
We just haven't found the right thing to violence. Apply violence to.
I can
We
say
can't
this,
get off
I
on a
guess
whole
it's
big
a game.
tyrant rant of like going through and killing all the Fae. Like, just all of them.
Yep. Can we
As the
please,
size of the
like,
Not
fireball
all of them.
increases, the number of problems it can solve
Increases
goes to infinity.
Alright,
Can we,
so
plane shift over to the Feywild at some point and just hunt her down and kill her again? If they die on the are they like demons? And if they die on the Feywild, they die permanently?
I think it works very similarly.
You
Yes.
die in the Feywild, you die for real.
Alright, so one, sorry our break was so late. I got caught up in the story and forgot what time it was.
No problem.
That worked fine.
And the second part is, so I didn't know what Kobayashi Maru was.
Oh.
I looked it up after you had mentioned it in the session. And I was like, son of a bitch, I thought I was original.
I mean, you came up with it on your own, right? So it's
Yeah.
still original, just not.
Been done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what
You
hasn't?
wait, you didn't pull that at least a bit from Those Who Walk Away?
No, I've never seen it before.
What? Wait.
I mean, I hadn't seen it before until I googled it after last session. So.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wait, no, I can understand the Kobayashi Maru, but Those Who Walk Away, it's too... What?
I've never seen Those Who Walk Away. Kobayashi Maru would be the one I would assume people would know, though.
Yeah, Kobayashi Maru is Star Trek.
Yeah, that's not exactly
Yeah.
like obscure pop culture reference there.
Yeah. I mean, it was even in the shitty J.J. Abrams ones.
Yeah, it's in all of them. I think Worf had to deal with it too.
Dang.
Oh, holy hell. There's a whole goddamn post about my idea.
I could have sworn you got ideas from it!
This is just... Damn it.
I'm sorry, but oh my god, I can't believe that! I can't believe...
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Forget it. You guys have no more quests. I'm just gonna start copying SpongeBob or some shit.
I still say we got the better deal out of this, because we're still trying.
I know, right?
Man, you guys are right on the edge of something huge. It's gonna be great following sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So, any other feedback besides like you don't like the hag because she's unlikable?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
I mean, no, I enjoy the fact
Good
that you
use of the
thought-
troll, by the way.
much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was cool.
She's a total bitch, and I love it.
I'm glad I didn't die so I can help kill the rest of them.
I mean, assuming we ever find them.
We will
do it.
eventually.
We can do it!
Yeah.
You do have some very, very pretty scars now, though.
That's fine, I already had one across the bridge of the nose. Just add some.
As far as announcements, I don't think I have anything. Anything from you guys?
No.
Nope, I don't have anything coming up, so.
Oh, right. I did want to talk. How did you feel about passive initiative and how we handled someone missing?